Hello, everybody. Welcome back to BareRose Garage. All zero of you, except for the ones that are rewatching this, right? Well, we're just gonna kind of hang out here a little bit, waiting for everybody to file in. Tonight, it's just an open mic night again, like normal. I'll stick the link up here, get her copied. Or anybody that wants to jump on in. There we go. Oh, Bruce Coltigen? Good to see you, Bruce. Good to see you, ASO. Hey, how's it going, man? Envious Creations Car Club. Great to see you. Landon, always good to see you. Boy, we should have had the camera rolling when we lit that furnace up. Hey, see? No hair. Jason, great to see you, man. Had to come over from Buff before I got in trouble. Uh-oh. You starting stuff over there on big old Buck's channel? How's it going, ASO? So, how's everybody doing tonight? Looks like we had a question here. I don't know if you're still in here though. How do you make money on YouTube? It takes a bit. First, you got to meet the requirements for monetization, and then focus on your channel and focus on your long form content. And you try to keep all your videos at least 8 minutes long, and your retention rate really comes into play then. You want at least 50% retention rate on all your long form videos. Shorts really don't matter much. Shorts get you subs and get your view count up, but you really start focusing on long form. And what I mean by long form is just filming this way instead of this way. Makes it more ad friendly. But anyway, you focus on that, and you get paid by YouTube, and you get paid by the ads that are run on it, how long people watch the ads, if they hit the little skip button or whatever. And that's the basic skinnies of it. And the more videos you get out there and the more people that are watching them, the more you make off of them. It's going to be a little tiny bit in the beginning, so don't get discouraged. I hope that answered your question if you're still out there watching. And if you have more questions about like stuff like that, just go ahead and pop in, and I'll do my best to help answer them. The secret to making money at this, just keep making videos. Don't take the money out of your mind and just keep making videos and focus on trying to get as many people to watch your videos for as long as they can watch it. If you focus on that and you focus on your channel, all of the rest will just fall into place. So that's kind of the basis of this whole live this week. Yeah, I figured with the No Name Nationals 2023 announcement coming right around the corner, pretty soon John's going to have that orange paper behind him with a number on it. I just kind of thought, well, we could all get together and talk about maybe how to help more people get their sub counts or get a channel started so we can all get together at the No Name Nationals. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Trying to get caught back up on the chat there. 2X, great to see you, man. Travis, always good to see you. Oh, come here, Eddie. Travis, I'm getting awful excited to see your mystery build that you're going to be announcing here pretty soon, I imagine. If you guys haven't checked out any of these guys' channels, go out and pop them a look. All great guys. And if you ever get around to seeing Jason out there, ask him how hard a CUDA can bite. He can tell you. Willie and Betty, awesome to see you. Merry Christmas to you too, and to all of you. Your build for 2023 NNN is targeted or up in the air? Hopefully up in the air, but up in the air in a good way. I've been busting my butt getting the shop ready to be able to put things up in the air. That's a little hint to what's coming. Time has stopped for me? Boy, I wish it would. Holy cow, I wish it would. It sure did bite both of us. But what a great time that was. That was such a cool experience too, to be able to work on a car in the pits at the No Name Nationals. And we did. It did run. Oh, I see. You're not going to let anybody know until it's actually there. Oh, I see. That's a good one. So, like I said, I better post the link up there. Oof, I am behind. Hey, Russell at Outfits. Great to see you, man. Meantime, there, I'll throw it back out there. I wish they'd let you pin it from this screen, but it looks like they're going to be a little difficult for me. Let's jump on over here to this one. That clock behind me, yeah. One of these years I'll finally get around to putting another battery in it. But this is BareRose Garage, I got one battery for everything. When I want to know what time it is, I'll go and I'll rob the battery out of the other clock. One of these days I'll actually prepare for this stuff. Here we go. Okay, she's muted. There we go. And we come over here and pin it. There we go. I think she's done now. Hey, hubby. Great to see you, man. That you did. It's a good thing you ain't got no feeling in your fingers, too. You was able to hold the hot stuff. I just played with the giggle juice. Yeah, Willie, and I'm still not really quite sure on which direction it's going to be. It'll either be that 58 if I can get the weight out of it, or it's going to be a 50 Ford. One of the two. Something's going to happen. One of them's going to break loose. But the first one I bring into the shop, I think, is going to actually be the Dart. I think I'm going to pull it into the shop and drop the engine into it real quick, because I got to get that slant up and out of my way. So I figured the best way to get rid of it is to stick it in the car it's supposed to be in and kick it back out the door and bring the real one in to build. So you'll see me playing with a little bit of Mopar this year. Jason, good to see you. Yeah, this build, I'm restricted to weight on this one, pretty hardcore. I have to build this one so if all else fails, I can trailer it down or tow it down. Either way, stiff hitch it or use my car trailer. But I have to make it all light enough that I can tow it with a 2021 Ford Edge. So it's only got a towing capacity, I think, of 3,500. So that's trailer everything. So I got to really watch the weight on this year's build. I have a pickup that I could use, but it's got 456 gears in it. I don't think I could afford to feed that all the way there. And I don't know if my old flatbed hay hauler would actually make it all the way there and back. Especially with the old granny 4-speed. Yeah, hubby, I've got one. I might use it. I've got the stiff hitch, and I've got the car trailer. The problem with the car trailer is you add the trailer weight. So if I add trailer weight, I got to knock down more on the car. Actually, they've gotten extremely popular now. I couldn't believe it. Uh, Around here, you can generally find a slant 6. As far as Mopar goes, yeah, slants are pretty easy to find around here. The rest of the Mopar is kind of hard. But for years and years, I could pick them up for $100 or so. Now that they've gotten popular, they want $300 for a core on them now. It blew my mind. There we go. Hey,
What's up,
Travis.
bro? I don't know how well this is gonna work. My internet's been flaky all day. Can you
There
hear
we
me?
go. Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, my internet's been flaky all day, so
Oh,
I
has
don't
it?
know what. Yeah, it took me like 10 minutes to get on the internet, just on the internet.
Holy cow, you got storms coming through or something? Or
No, it's clear. I don't know what it is. I'm supposed to have one of the fastest internets that is offered, and I think it's. I've had this computer for I don't know 3, 4 years. I think it's wanting to die. The battery don't work in it no more. If it comes unplugged, it'll shut down just immediately.
yeah, that's like this one here.
So
Of course, this one's about 15 years old.
What's up, Willie? So did you watch the video of me in Hot Springs? Did you
I
get a chance
haven't
to watch?
yet. I'm behind. I'm way
Yeah.
behind.
Well, hopefully we'll be going back in January if it's not too cold. And this time I'm gonna actually get extra. I'm gonna buy a motorcycle camera, a motorcycle dash cam,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna mount the front and rear on the front bumper. So it'll be like you're sitting on the front bumper with the video. Should be pretty cool.
And then go back and edit the like a voiceover on it, or
Well, yeah, yeah,
like Russell does.
yeah, have like voiceover on it, talking about the trails and stuff. Because something I noticed when I got back, I went looking for videos of the trails that I went on, the beginner trails,
Uh-huh.
you know, and I can't find any beginner trails on YouTube. You know, everybody wants to see like
The
the
extreme.
threes, the fours, and the five diamond trails.
They
You
want to see
know,
you do the Rubicon and Lion's Back and stuff. Yeah.
right, stuff like that. But there's nothing for like beginners that can say, okay, well, you know, I have a stock Jeep Grand Cherokee. You can do this in a stock vehicle. You know, so people trying to get into it, you know, like I am, you know, they'll be able to see, oh, okay, yeah. And then I can take each trail and make a video of each trail and gives me a lot of content. Because I went on like 9 trails that day.
Sweet. I got to go back and look at it.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I didn't have the dash cam running right, so I didn't get any of the actual trail ride, but
I've actually got it written down here already.
and I was kind of amazed. I posted a video of working on my mother-in-law's Civic. It
Uh-huh.
tanked. It completely tanked. Got 15 views. It was a short. They got 15 views. I don't know how it tanked.
Shorts are just weird, you know. I'm learning more and more that shorts are more about timing than anything. You know, everybody could have that one golden content that everybody wants, but
Hmm.
if you don't hit it on that exact second that everybody's wanting to see it,
Hmm.
it'll tank. But leave it out there for a while. Don't just pull it
Oh no,
because
I'm just
sometimes
gonna
they
leave
take
it.
off.
You know, I don't think I've pulled down a single video because I didn't think it was good enough. It's out there. Once it's out there, it's
Yep,
out there.
I do the
So,
same.
so just let it be. It might take off. But it was interesting. Have you ever seen a clutch slave cylinder snap or actually crack?
On a slave cylinder?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually cracked the mounting bracket and open. It's like a quarter-inch thick aluminum, and it cracked open, and that's what made it fail.
Really?
Yeah.
On the old Volkswagens, they would do that.
Hmm.
But they're long, you know, from the
Yeah.
transaxle over to the push. Yeah, they were long.
Let's see. I don't know how well we'll be able to see this, but
Here, I'll give you center stage here.
see that crack?
Look at the center of it where it let go. Right,
Almost looks like,
yeah, right there. That almost looks like it
yep.
was cracked already. That looks like a factory flaw, a founding
Yeah.
foundry flaw.
Yeah.
Weird.
I mean, it let go right at that bolt hole, and then it just split down through there. Or it might have been, it could have been, I don't know. But, I mean, I don't think that's the original cylinder. still cold that day.
Yeah, Russell, I found that too with shorts. Sometimes if I, strike them out there about 6 o'clock my time, sometimes they'll hit a little better. But if they don't pick anything up when they first hit, like that first 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, if they don't grab anything, they just flutter out. But
Right.
it's all a crapshoot.
Right. Well, I mean, here soon, I'm gonna try and go back to like at least 2 videos a week at a minimum, and at least 3 shorts a week.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gearing up
that
for the
that
exact same.
because that worked for me, and that built my subscriber base.
Yeah.
So hopefully that I can do the same thing again.
And that's a perfect combination too. You go out there and you do a couple of shorts and you do a long form too. And
Hmm.
you're mixing them up all the way through. Perfect combination.
I'll probably start all that probably after Christmas, because right now everything's just crazy.
Hey Ed, good to see you. How you feeling, man? You getting better? Last I heard you was really under the weather there for a while and kind of worried about you there.
They're saying 4 p.m. Well,
Exactly.
4 p.m. Which time in the world?
Then I had one that fluttered like that and did nothing and nothing and nothing till about, like you said, about midnight. All of a sudden it took off, and I was looking in the analytics for it, and it was in Hong Kong. People in
Huh.
Hong Kong were just watching the heck out of one. And what?
Yeah, it's weird. I get a lot of views, when you break it down, I get a lot of views from like India.
Yeah, me too. Pakistan. Yeah.
That's just interesting to me. So see, that would be 6 o'clock my time if it's 4 o'clock on in the West Coast. I ain't even
Well,
looked at that.
that's good to hear, Ed. You remind me so much of a guy here named Alden Miller. He owns a performance machine shop. I you guys look totally different, but the way you talk and everything, and you're just friendly and just nice guys. Just if you ever get a chance to meet Ed, he's a great guy. Totally great guy. Go check out his channel too.
Yes. Yeah, that just.
Second biggest short. I posted at 10 p.m. Woke up and it had a yeah. Well, my biggest one, it lay dormant for months and didn't do nothing, and all of a sudden it shot to the moon. And
Oh,
I
that's
can't
your
explain it
your easy
one bit.
your easy off video.
Yep.
Mine's been up for almost 48 hours, and
Nolan.
it's still just floundering. So it probably won't take off for a couple months. Probably like midsummer.
I was actually thinking of you, Nolan, today. I was out in the shop and I had Bruce Springsteen on and his song "The Hitter" come on, and I thought of you.
Hey, first responder, what's up?
Found 5 shorts a day usually gets me a few subs a day. Sometimes I get up 20 a day. That's cool. I found that if I put 2 shorts out on the same day, I don't do so good. So see, it's all the wild, wild west when it comes to shorts.
Yeah, it's the magic of YouTube.
Yeah.
But it's if they're feeling it that day or not, if they're going to push it.
Yeah. Like I said, I think you just got to hit that perfect timing on them. And there's no way to judge when that perfect timing is on them.
Right. Well, and one thing I don't like about YouTube with in regards to shorts is if I get on somebody's channel, because I've been watching a lot of four-wheel drive channels lately and stuff, and
Uh-huh.
they'll do a lot of shorts. You'll click on one of their shorts and it won't stay on their channel. It'll start rolling to other channels.
Yeah. You got
So
to
you
go
have
down
to.
and hit their channel name. And then once you open one of their shorts on their channel, and I think YouTube is doing that for that reason. Because if you actually go to their channel and start clicking their shorts from there, they get the watch hours for it.
Okay, because you kind of get on a roll with them, watch two or
Yeah.
three, and then it'll shift to somebody else. It's like, well, now I got to go back and kind
But if you click their channel name and then
of.
open up their homepage and then click one of their shorts from there, it'll scroll through all of their shorts and you
Okay,
won't get nothing and
nothing.
they get all the watch hours for it. They get all the
Okay.
time for it. I think that's why YouTube set it up that way. I think. I don't know.
Uh, I hadn't seen an email or nothing, but I don't check my emails a bunch. But
Yeah, I'm behind.
but
My
have they
channel
sent out?
one, I do. I check my channel one all the
Hmm.
time.
Well,
But
have they introduced the watch hours for shorts yet, or is that still in the works?
well, it's always been there. But as for getting monetized, not yet. That's going to be in February, they said.
Okay, yeah, because there's something like it's a ridiculous number.
Yeah, it's like 4 million views or something like that.
Yeah, and that's like really.
I knew they were going to set the bar extremely high for that because of the new one. Of course, their old monetization, used to be extremely high too. They've dropped it to this point.
Yeah, I was looking at my watch hours the other day, and I'm actually losing watch hours.
Me too. Eh.
I almost crested that 2,000 mark, and now it started to drop back down. I'm just trying to figure out something. I guess probably, at least for me, once I get running and driving, I start doing some videos of red driving. I'm figuring that that'll help. People will want to see that once red gets on the road.
I just thought of that when you was talking about emails and that. Uh, I learned a long time ago with this YouTube stuff. You always keep those emails separate. I have like the one that I publish out there, just Kim73 at Yahoo.
Hmm.
That's an email that I've had for years and years and years that just that's the one I don't care about.
Right.
But nothing but my channel stuff is tied to my channel.
Mm.
That's how a lot of people get hacked.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, getting hacked. I got a random text message the other day that said your box is undeliverable. We need your correct address or something like that. And I
Yeah.
was like, no, no.
That's why I like Yahoo because you can kind of scroll the cursor over to it and it'll tell
Hmm.
you where the address came from. And if
Right.
it don't match, you're out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, because I just looked at it, had some funky, link on it, and I was like, no, I'll just delete that text message.
Yep.
I got on my email and started looking, and I didn't see anything from any place that I'd ordered from that sent me an email that said something was undeliverable. So I'm like,
Yeah, I
yep.
get like 4 or 5 of them a day.
I like it that the phones do the potential spam when they're calling you. That way you don't even have to worry about answering them.
Yeah, trolls aren't too bad.
I
When I got a
I
video that starts to drop and then I get a hater come in and hit it, all of a sudden
hmm
that video will jump right back up.
I wish I'd get some trolls. I've had like two, and that's it. And every once in a while, I get the spam comments every once in a while for lovely ladies of wherever.
Oh yeah, those ones are, yeah, I don't count those.
Yeah, but I hadn't got any real trolls.
I used to get a whole lot of them. Then I went into my channel and I put the block links, so you can't post a link in a comment.
Oh,
That
okay.
that took care of 90% of them.
Oh, okay. I have to go do that. I don't think mine's set up that way.
But I still get them. You know, the sex bot things, whatever
Yeah.
they, yeah, nasty. I just go through and I report those because I don't want none of that.
Right, I do that too.
So you're going to announce the mystery build at the gate, huh?
Yeah,
You can bring it all in a tarp on a trailer or an enclosed
but
trailer too.
it'll be in an open trailer. But oh, I got to kill my cam for a second. But I'm gonna be just taking small pictures and adding them into videos here soon. So you'll get just snippets of it, kind of like I did that first video when I first announced it
Uh-huh.
with the video of the tarp. All you see is the tarp. I say that's going in the mystery build. It's going to be all like that throughout the year.
Cool.
So it's going to be a big build up until No Name.
You
And
can
the
do
only hint
like
I'm giving is it's going to be safe, fast, and do the burnout contest. That's all I'm saying.
a roll bar with a big block, right?
Pretty much. I'll give you that much. What's up, Irish?
Hey, Irish J, how's it
What's going
going?
on? I'm well,
Looks like you're ready to go on.
yeah, I'm gonna turn it on live at some time when I'm playing, like I did
Oh, cool.
last weekend. I got hit with every copyright thing you could think of,
Oh.
but I don't care. But yeah, it's that's half my kit.
Where you playing at tonight?
A little place called Country Haven Event Center. It's outside of Effingham, Illinois. It's a
Oh,
Sweet.
ugly Christmas sweater
okay.
party or whatever. I have like a giveaway. But
Wow.
yeah, I don't have headphones or anything. I don't know how it sounds. So
Oh, it's not horrible.
yeah, I don't know. Here we go. Let me see.
You got you have 1,000 subs too, right?
Me?
Or have you gone into your oh, I was gonna say, if you want, uh go into your channel and allow me to redirect to you. You can add me into, so if you ever come on like right after me or something, as soon as
Right?
I shut off, everybody in the chat here will just go right over to you.
Oh, okay. I have to figure out how to do that.
I do
I've
that
only
with
got. I'm doing it on StreamYard tonight instead of YouTube. So
works on both, so
yeah, I'll look into that. If I don't, if y'all want to watch me play drums, you can. So, but yeah, we're just kind of sitting around waiting. Show don't start for a while yet, so I'm just,
Way cool.
Yeah.
Getting the joints lubed up for the drumming fest.
Get them butterflies dizzy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I play a lot. I'm just kind of looking back through the comments here. I play guitar, piano, fiddle, bass. I sing, drums, trombone. I'm for some reason I'm one of them guys. I can just pick up anything and play it. May not be good, but I can play it. But yeah, this drum kit behind me, that's a DW. It's about I got another bass drum for it, and it sells for it's about a $9,000 or $10,000 kit right now. They're expensive. I got it cheap, man. I bought that setup right there for $1,000. Kid sold it because he was starting to play in a country band, and he said, I was playing in a rock band, and this is just too rock for country. And I'm like, here's $1,000. I'm just going to go ahead and take that. You go buy whatever you think needs to be a country drum set. And I bought it, and now they went up in price like $3,000 after the pandemic. So can't find them anywhere. But yeah.
Me too, Dick. I've been doing it for the past about 30 years, and yeah, I can almost hold a tune.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I almost gave up playing for a while, but now with my other band, they're wanting me to get going too, and that's the metal stuff. But yeah, we're set up here. I can show you. This is the venue. It'll be full. Bars
That's
over
not
there,
too bad.
but it's Christmassy.
Got your light show going, see?
Yeah, no kidding. This is actually a really cool friend of mine owns this place. It's pretty badass. Here, you want to see? By the way, this is my PA system too. But there's my board. It's what you call it? It's basically a Midas, and then you can tell that I like things loud. That right there is 12,000 watts. Real 12,000 watts too, not the cheap Gemini stuff. But yeah, and then I don't know if you can see it. That's 4 18s across the front, and then a SP4 that's loaded. So yeah, I got 4. I think they're 1,200 watts. Each cone is 1,200 watts.
Oh, so you don't like this kind of stuff then?
Oh, actually, I do. Is that so? Those old Panasonics?
They're JVC, Panasonic, Sharp, Sony, all that.
Hell yeah! My buddy over here that I've played bands with since I was like 16, he would love that wall. That's his. I still got all my tapes, man.
So
I got all my tapes.
I have over 500.
Yeah, I have my first cassette tape that I ever bought with my own money. I still have it. Quiet Riot, Metal Health.
Mental health.
Yep.
The second one that I bought with my own money was a soundtrack to Ghostbusters.
I have one that's probably around that same time period. Metallica, Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, I've got that one too. I still got the very first. I've got all my dad's Johnny Cash stuff, all my mom's Elvis stuff. I've got plus all the other 50s and 60s, all albums. I've got my grandma's Carter family albums. What were they? 25s, the big acid albums. They're real thick, real heavy.
78s, yeah.
78s.
Yeah.
I've got
And then I've got
stacks of those.
I've got 8 tracks. I've got all of the Kiss 8 tracks. All of them. But I have the very first album that I fell in love with rock. I was walking past my sister's bedroom, and she was in there with my now brother-in-law. And I was probably 5, maybe 5. It was like 1980 or 1979. And I heard the beginning. I was walking by the door. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was walking by the door, and I heard the beginning of Running with the Devil. And I absolutely fell in love with it. When they came out of the room and left, I went in and stole the 33 Van Halen 1, the original Van Halen 1, and I still have it. They never found it. I kept it. I still have, to this day, have not told Rick that I have his album. And then that year before that, he had got me, my brother-in-law Rick got me the soundtrack to Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh yeah.
So that was in 1978, I think, because I was a huge Smokey and the Bandit. B.J. McKay, I remember all that stuff.
How about you go
Anything
back?
that had a CB.
Go back a little bit further than that. How about Convoy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Saw that one too.
Hang on.
Here's a good one for you. Hardcastle and McCormick. The Cody Coyote kit car. It was supposed to be so fast. It was a freaking VW. Sounded like it had a 3-horse Briggs behind it.
Here you go, man.
Oh, wow. That's a Beta. Is that a Beta?
VHS.
Wow.
You ready for another one? Let's go back a little bit further.
Oh, my God.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Black and white, 1956.
Oh, that's original. That's cool.
Yeah, it's not bootleg.
Oh, speaking of engines, so Pontiac guys, you know I'm more of a Oldsmobile guy. I just grabbed a 400 big block.
I got
really?
news for you. I got a 69 Olds Delta 88 with a 455.
Yeah.
12-bolt posi.
Man, I'd like to posi my damn Cutlass. I got a hell of a motor, and it's 455 out of a 69 Tornado.
Yep. And the other car I got, the other car I have is a 57 Bel Air, 283 V8 stock.
If I told you all the cars I had, we'd be here all night. I would never play.
Oh, same here, because I got a lot of cars too.
I counted 18, and then it sounds like I might have 19 as of today, but we ain't telling you that. You know.
Well, actually, right now in my house, I have 6 cars. Just me, myself, and I.
Yeah, I've got. I think I got 14 at the house on 2 acres in town.
Yeah, but I only have lots. I don't have.
I've got them everywhere else too.
Yeah, I keep them spread around too. They're not all here yet.
Trying to read. But yeah, I picked up a 400 Olds too. So I might have me a motor for that Omega. Either way, Oldsmobile motor, if I do it right, it's expensive. So whatever. It's only money, right? But
you take it with you when you go.
Yeah. Well, I got to get ready to play here. So I'm going to go get myself ready, which means get a bucket of beer. I'm in the Ranchero tonight, and I'm 15 miles from home, and it just started snowing.
Oh, Lord.
So I might have me a 1-horse open sleigh here. Hopefully, I should just drink water all night, be safe.
That
but what fun is that? You know, if I can't slide sideways legally, like, oh, I don't know, man. It just took off. I couldn't stop it. But I'm gonna go. I thought I'd stop it and say hi.
Be safe and great seeing you, man. Knock 'em dead.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll try to get that thing swapped so we can go from yours to mine. But I set a time of like 10:25, some crazy time. But I may just pop it on whenever.
Anytime in the future, you know, it's a way we can kind of all help each other out.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing. I do that Thursday thing with after Pontiac Power Hour. But
or you can click it to anybody if you want. Then anybody can just redirect to you.
yeah,
So as soon as they end, everything goes over to you.
right. All righty, I better go get ready. I need a shot of something. You know, I do a lot of singing now, so my throat. I'm starting to sound like I smoke 3 packs a day, and I do.
Hey,
But
there you go. Do some Johnny Cash.
yep, I got that down. I got that
Clark.
down. Yep. I'll see you guys later.
Take it
Good
easy,
to
man.
see you, man.
So what are you up to, BareRose? What are you doing now?
Oh, hoping to get my lift up. That I've been just focused totally on that.
You got a lift?
Yeah, I bought it 2 years ago from
What is it? One of them, the four leg ones, or
no, a
the 2 leg?
two-post.
Oh, okay.
Bought it from a shop that went under, and he
Oh,
had to have it out of there that day.
yeah,
So I
that's not
picked it
easy.
up
to
on a smoking deal.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck. I don't know where I would put mine anyway. I don't even have a garage, so if I had one, yeah.
The
So
hardest thing with them is trying to figure out where to put them, because once they're there,
yeah,
that's
you
where
can't
they
move it.
are.
That's it. You're not going to move that all over the place.
Yeah, it's a high lift.
You know, the guy that sung the song for Convoy actually died, I think,
Oh,
recently.
really?
Yeah, McGraw. What is it? Yeah, McGraw. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
I
people
didn't
thought
hear
that
that.
A lot of people thought that the one movie I have here is bootleg. It's not. It's a real deal. I bought it before Blockbuster Video went out of business. And you won't see that one with the original case.
Yeah, I hear that the last Blockbuster finally closed.
Yeah. I think that was the one down in Florida. Florida or Miami or something like that.
I think I still owed them about $14.2 million in late fees.
Well, hell, now you can sit pretty. You ain't gotta worry about it.
I just had to wait them out.
Yeah, that's it. Didn't take too long for that. But you know what? I actually, when I bought my videos, I bought them from all the video stores that were going bankrupt.
Yeah.
So I got most of my movies for like 10 cents an item. I have 4,500 videos. And then, of course, I have.
There you go, Dick. Yep. That'll work. Start with the lift and just build the shop around it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I only need it for 2 cars. I'll have to put the 57 on top because that's the, piece de resistance, and then the Oldsmobile will have to slide in underneath.
Actually, that's why I'm setting it up, just in case I can lift one up and still get the nose in it.
Yeah. See, where I live, they used to get on your case just for having a temporary structure, even if you
really?
had cinder blocks. I'm like, first of all, what business is it of yours what I put on my property? You know what I'm saying? The township's being paid through the taxes. You got no business snooping around on my property, period.
When we were looking around for property, that's why we latched onto this one, because it was already automotive zone, automotive commercial,
Yeah.
agriculture, and residential.
But see, that's the
So
thing is
I'm covered.
my
And I'm out
residence
in
is
the county.
my residence is not considered a residence in the township as far as the records are concerned. It's a business. So they really shouldn't be bothering, period.
But we have to pay commercial property taxes with that. So
Well, I'm sure that's what
they can
I'm.
say anything, but we're paying for it.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were talking about, ordinances. I'm like, ordinance, nothing. I'm like, you see that sign there? It says private property, no trespassing. You want an ordinance? Look at the ordinance for me suing you.
Hey, Dizzy. Good to see you.
Hey, Dizzy, what's going on, man? How's them coins coming? I should let you know something. I started doing it too. Once again, what was it? Last week I spent $700 in silver coins. I bought all the quarter proof sets from '99 to 2006, and what was it? I bought a bag of silver dimes and some other miscellaneous stuff on the side. And then I bought about $200 worth of quarters and dimes. I'm going through them now. They're all over my laptop, on the armrest on my couch, on my end table.
Dutch Guy's Garage. Boy, he's got some cool stuff going on over there.
Who is it?
Dutch Guy's Garage.
Don't know them. You know why? Because some of these people aren't subscribed to me. So, and then they don't leave. If they are, they don't leave a comment down below where I can actually, get back on their account and subscribe to them.
That's
And
a
if
good
they're
point. If your account is set for private,
private,
if
yeah,
you
you
have
won't.
your subscriptions private,
Yeah,
you never know.
yeah, but
That
you know
I
what the
think
thing
that
is?
held me back for a long time because
Yeah.
I had clicked that in the beginning, not knowing, and I
Hmm.
went for probably a good year, over a year. I totally forgot about it. So everybody I subbed, they never knew I subbed them, and yeah, I think that really hurt me.
Yeah, because I mean, like when I get, like, my account's not set to private. Mine's always set to public,
Uh-huh.
And like every time I do a live stream, it goes, this live stream will come up private, but you could change it anytime. Well, before it even ends, I actually click the public thing, you know what I mean? And make sure it's public. But some of the people that are subscribed to, people's channels, if their account is private and they don't look at the person's videos, or they don't respond or leave a comment or something, after about 15 minutes, YouTube takes that number away from you. So your numbers go down, they don't go up.
On the comments, as long as they comment and like, I haven't
Right. But they
experienced that,
give you a
but
matter of about 15 minutes to do so before they remove that person as being a sub to your account.
I know
So
they'll poll a
if I
lot
had,
and
if I
scrub
had
them to
200,
make sure they're not, they're bot, a bot that's latching onto you.
right.
A lot of times, like, I remember back when we were first doing these, the push for
Yeah.
500 and all that. I
Yeah.
went on, Mike's Mischief. He's a truck driver,
Mm-hmm.
and, he had a lot of, like, ice road trucker guys, and they all had really cool names, like Big or Mike's Ice something, all these neat
Yeah.
names that
Right.
stuck in my head. And I was going through his live and everybody was subbing me, and I seen them pop up and I was like, "Oh, cool. I got all these subs off of here." Went to bed that night and woke up and all of them were gone.
Yeah.
I lost like 15, 20 subs.
Mm-hmm.
But then as the week would go on, all of a sudden it would pop back up. And the only reason I noticed it is because they had those, really cool trucker names that I hadn't, had before. And then they would start to pop up. It took
Mm-hmm.
about 3, 4 weeks before all of them finally came back. I think that's what it was. I think YouTube was grabbing a hold of them, pulling them, and making sure that they were legit real people. And it took forever for them to just, trickle back.
Yeah, but the problem is with YouTube is they run by algorithms.
Oh, yeah.
Algorithms means numbers. That's it. You're not
Yeah.
a person. You're a number. Your account doesn't mean nothing to them, but it's like a statistic.
Yeah.
A number in the statistic game. That's it.
So you have
And
to kind of think of the
yeah.
YouTube part of it in that way.
Hmm. because
And then
that's
personalize it this way.
yeah.
This is the human part of it. But like that's exactly why you have to pay attention to your titles, your descriptions, and you got to throw in like little tricks to the algorithm in all of that stuff for YouTube to push it. You read my descriptions in some of my videos, yeah, it's not written like a story or anything that's actually kind of readable
Hmm.
in a sense, I
Yeah.
definitely get a D on it in English, but it's written that way for the algorithm.
Right.
I hope that all came out right. But when it comes to the video and part, and all of that stuff, that's all for the person, and the thumbnail, that's for the human interaction.
Right. Yeah. Well, my thumbnails are usually either of the Oldsmobile or of the 57 or boom boxes or anything else. Because I got two channels. The one that you guys know me of is just the restoration, but I did one where I'm debunking people that say in their house is haunted by ghosts and things are opening up, and I've showed that to be a total falsehood, that they can't, fake it because anybody can do it. And then the other thing was I started to do some of my car videos on there, and I got bored with it. I'm like, nah, I already got that on the other one. So now I'm into the whole cooking thing. Like, what was it I just recently made? Oh, cherry cheesecake and stuff like that. Like I cook all the time. I used to work as an executive chef, so I have the experience under my belt to deal with that kind of stuff. So maybe that might be more interesting to people. I don't think that a lot of people are really interested in the old 80s radios, even though some of mine I've actually upgraded to have internal Bluetooth. I have 3 radios here that I own that I've put internal Bluetooth into them, so that way I can actually play stuff off of my phone.
If you're scared of that, you could take the Automotive out of your name and just do Rich 220 Restorations, throw it all into this channel,
Yeah,
and then you combine all of that into it, and it all works.
yeah, that's true.
Then you get all of that traffic from, I don't know about you, but trying to do one YouTube channel's hard enough.
Well, I mean, 90% of the time, I'm either out like a light or I'm out working from 5:30 in the morning until 4:30 at night. And by the time
Exactly.
I get back here, I'm totally drained from being on the road, driving over 220 miles a day. So,
So it might be easier just to focus on just incorporate it all into the one.
right. Hmm.
And the other one I find is try to always film this way. Unless you're
Yeah,
doing a short, do
I
it this
found out
way.
I did that. You can't do that when you're doing the lives, though. For some reason, it doesn't take with a phone. You know what I mean?
With a phone?
Yeah, when you're doing the live streams, it doesn't work that way. Now, I tried to get my phone to cooperate with my TV because I got one of those 4K TVs. It's a
Uh-huh.
75-inch flat screen, and I also have a Chromebook here. Now I knew how to work that because I did a couple of live streams off of it, but I want to get like multiple angles. See, I got the phone right now is sitting on one of those tripod stands, and then I have this one right here. I had 3 of them, but one of them broke. So I got this one here. It's one of the bigger ones.
Is that a 6-footer? Omni? It
I
looks
would
like
say
one.
so. It was really close to it. Yeah.
Be careful, don't drop it because I got one of them. Yeah, and the legs that come over to hold the center, yeah,
Yeah.
they snap real easy, trust me.
I know. I had that sitting outside for about 3 weeks. I forgot to bring it in. Because I was doing a lot of my videos out there. So I figured, just leave it out there. It's no big deal. It's plastic. It ain't gonna. But then I started seeing the screw that holds the phone in place is getting rusty. I'm like, nah, I better bring it the hell inside.
when I first was using my phone all the time,
Mm-hmm.
I had a wired mic, like a lavalier, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. But it was it was like a 20-foot cord. And
Mm-hmm.
I had my phone set up on that tripod, and I was walking around that 58. The cord hooked onto the frame rail as I was walking around, kind of showing everybody, and it pulled the tripod over, cracked the lens on the phone, and
Okay.
it broke the tripod. And yeah, I don't have that long lavalier anymore. I went to a wireless mic after that.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually.
Of all the things you can upgrade to, that's it.
Yeah.
Audio.
Oh
Focus
yeah.
on audio. Video, it's okay if you're,
I can't
a
hold. I
little
can't.
grainy.
I'm not good with holding a camera still while I'm doing something. I don't think about that and that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I can't get my connection together. Sometimes, like if I have the tripods out there, then it's all well and good. Because then I'm thinking, okay, well maybe they're too far away, and I'll bring it in for a closer look so that way they can see it. But if I'm holding it in my hand and I'm sitting there trying to uh try to adjust the carburetor or something on the car, it's kind of difficult to stretch over the car, holding the phone in your hand with the screwdriver, trying to adjust the screws, and then the throttle, and then trying to get into the car in a carport is another feat altogether. Because I'm a big guy. I'm not small. I'm very huge. Okay, and there's only about like this much space to get into the car. So I have to hold the door open. I'm holding the phone like this. It's going this way. It's going this way. And then I'm trying to get in there. And I'm like, now my ass is stuck between the door and the door frame.
But you didn't
So then
let go
you
of the
see my
camera.
then you see my foot, then you see the steering wheel, then you start to see the under part of the hood. And I finally get myself in there and I try to get the car started. And it's like to no avail, because by that time, the gas that I put in the carburetor has evaporated.
Uh,
So I have to go back out and do it all over again. Believe me, it's not fun.
I have a lot of retakes in mine too.
I can't
Sometimes the
do
one that finally
retakes.
gets out there is like the 5th take.
Yeah, I can't do retakes on my phone. I don't have the patience for that. I'm just like, no, I want this done now. That's it. If it's not good enough, I don't care about their algorithm. It's just there, period. Like I even tried to, what was it? They have the Hot Wheels treasure hunt. I have found a lot of their treasure hunt cars. I actually have, what is it? Two of the Batmobiles that are really weird looking. On eBay, they're going for $145. I have two of them. That's $90 for two Hot Wheels cars. And I got a bunch of the other ones too. I got the Batmobile where it's actually the same as the TV series, but it's gold. And then what was it? A bunch of other ones that they had for the treasure hunt. And they're just sitting on top of the track. I got 3 tracks here. One was the Ultimate Garage. The other one's a Centipede, and you can see the one right behind me. I think you can see the orange tracks above me. One's a Volcano, I think. But I just went out and bought a whole slew of them and just threw them in with the set. They got to go up on my wall with all my other Hot Wheels. The whole living room wall behind the TV has got nothing but Hot Wheels on it.
My parents used to use those Hot Wheels tracks to get the dishes done.
Yeah, they'd whack you with them.
Yep.
Just like a belt. Why don't you think with your dipstick, Jimmy?
Yeah, this YouTube stuff, it's a lot of fun. I got to admit, I'm having a lot of fun filming this now, and it's kind of a new aspect to all this stuff. So I
Yeah,
don't know,
well,
it's kind of fun.
I just downloaded this StreamYard to my phone, so
Uh-huh.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get it to work with YouTube. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I mean, it
It's
already
pretty
has my
simple.
account showed up on there, so I'm hoping it'll take it from that, you know?
I did it on my phone one time. If you can figure it out on your phone, you know, and you got it, man, because you're miles ahead of me.
Yeah, well, it's already showing my YouTube account
Yeah.
under StreamYard, so it's got to be in already then. I already put the code in, and
And I
then,
was
you know,
always a guest on it. I've never tried to host a live
right,
with my phone.
right.
Of course, my phone though, it's just I think it's a $50 Walmart burner phone. It's
No,
barely a smartphone.
I had a Note 5, which was an Android, and that's what I was working on in the beginning. And that was giving me a lot of problems. It was overheating, it wouldn't charge, the cable would actually not work after a month, you know, there was always something wrong with it. So finally I got rid of T-Mobile and I went with AT&T. And
That's who I'm
then
with.
yeah, well, they tried to charge me, what the hell was it, $147 a month for the phone. I said, no. I said, I don't have cable in my house. I didn't go for any of that stuff. I said, it's only supposed to be $76.99. So it's $87 with tax, you know? But I'm just like, you know, you people can't be making me pay something that I'm not using. The hell's with that, you know? And then I got T-Mobile. They're running after me talking about I owe them $75. I'm like, no, I canceled it before the bill came due. So you know what? You can piss off as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I just do the cheap ones. This is one of those AT&T Maestro.
Oh, really?
That you just pay by the month. Like I said, it's a burner
Yeah, well, mine's a pay by the month
because I
too.
break them. I break many of them.
No, I can't. My phone is always either in the car with me or in my house. I don't mess with it too much outside unless it's in a tripod. Like right now, it's in a small tripod that's got one of those the flexi legs or whatever. And what I'll do is when I'm working on my engine on the 57 is I'll wrap it around the hood latch. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be upside down, but the camera will be facing long ways instead of short ways. So the live streams I can't do the long ways because it's not accepted by YouTube that way.
Huh.
So I only do it with the videos that I make. That's it. You know,
That kind of sucks because then you won't get the uh when you film this way, they consider it ad friendly because
yeah, I
I
know.
guess they can run more ad space
Hmm.
on your videos.
Right. Well, see, that's why I try and
On
run
the
it with.
rewatch, you'll still get all your hours and stuff, but they won't push it as hard because it's not, you know, considered ad friendly.
Right. And
But
right now
they'll
I
still
have
push it.
right now between I don't even know how many live streams there are, but like now what they're doing is they're separating your videos from your live streams. So you have like two different files. My live streams come under clicking under live.
Yeah.
My videos come under videos. There's no
Mhm.
live streams in my videos, and there's no videos in my live streams. So it's a different counter altogether, you know? How many we got in here? I can't even see anybody as far as
Looks
who's in
like
here.
34 and a Jason. Hey, Jason, how's it going?
What's up?
What's
What's
up,
up?
Jason?
How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
My mic acts weird sometimes. Yeah,
I see you're getting a little more done on the little S10 there.
Yeah, finally. Now it's cold. You know? Well, it's cold for me. That's probably not cold for you, but
No, it is. Trust that.
yeah, it's something else. But yeah, I got the front end on it and cleaning up some wiring and stuff. Got the what's up, Dakota? Got the excuse me radiator in it. I've been under the weather, of course, for freaking 2 weeks. It seems like. But
Just
how
a
you
head
guys
cold
doing?
or
Yeah, just some ick, you know.
croupy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, just the ick. Like I feel okay, I just sound like crap, you know. But how you guys been?
Yeah,
Oh, that
not too bad.
reminds me. earlier, the wife bought a bottle of castor oil.
Oh God.
Wow.
It's for her hair, though. She says
Oh,
it's
okay.
supposed to do something, you know, for. And I looked at that and went, "Oh my God, no, 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 no!"
Mouthful of that stuff if you get loud with her.
Oh,
Yeah,
my grandma,
that was
she
definitely
had
the
a
punishment.
bottle like this, and anytime you got the sniffles, yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah. My grandma would try and dress it up with some honey or sugar or something. It's like, this is not
It don't dress. That stuff don't dress.
This is not working.
You can't put enough lipstick on that pig.
That's right.
Oh God.
Whew.
Yeah, been doing pretty
Well, let
good.
me see something. Hold on a second. Maybe this will work. Yes, I can do this sideways.
Wendy says she can barely hear me. I don't know why.
There it goes.
Okay.
Yep. Now
Oh, you turned it?
you're
Yeah.
full screen now. See, you're already figuring it out, man. You're
Yeah.
miles ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just remember the algorithm is a pain in the ass.
Oh God, yeah.
Already know about that. We were talking about that over in Bucks Live. How like if people have a private account, if they have a private account and they sub to you, and they don't comment or don't look at your videos within the first 15 minutes,
Yeah.
YouTube will remove them as a sub
Yeah.
for
that
you.
happened
You
to-
know.
That happened to Kim and I both. We had that discussion last year, and we learned that you got to go in, sub, click on
Leave
one
a
of their
comment.
videos, like it, and leave a comment, and then you'll stay a sub. And yeah, and then
shorts work good for that because you know in these lives when you see somebody you haven't seen and you
Yeah.
click on their channel,
Yep.
you can go down and hit a
right, it just hit
short that they got.
Yeah, and then the subscribe button's right there, and
Yeah.
and that's they're making that part, faster, but and then the dreaded beginning of the year dump that me and you both have encountered, where they dump all the subs on you. Like, I think it was 54 at the beginning of the year. It got me for. I was like,
54.
damn, yeah, it got me good, but it was all bots and dead accounts,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
because I actually emailed them and asked them about it. I'm like, why am I losing all these subs? And they're like, oh, it's dead accounts and it's bots and
Yeah, I
And
don't
you got
even
to be
waste my.
careful with your short bumps. You know, like that viral I had. I got like 1,200 subs off of it. I'm expecting any day to lose 1,200 subs.
yeah, just right,
Mhm.
just yep.
because
probably
there, you
won't
know, there are
lose
people that don't watch. Not
Mhm.
all 1,200 of them are watching me,
Yeah. Well, they don't.
so
stay,
they'll eventually pull them.
Yeah, they don't stay consistent watching, and so that's what I've been playing with for probably the last, I don't know, month or so because I haven't been doing anything. I've been busy, but I've been just throwing shorts out, and seeing how many subs I'm getting, and then I want to see how many I lose.
Yeah.
So, like in the last 30 days, I've gotten 100 like pretty easy, but I know they're going to go away, so I'm just kind of curious.
Well,
see.
Jason, what I can do is I can actually get to your channel and say, "Hey, man, you got to make a short. When are you going to make a short?
Yeah, right.
You gotta make a short. That's all it is a short.
Yeah.
You ain't got to wait all day to make a short."
Exactly. It's like I think it was Monday. I wasn't feeling good, so I stayed home and I got moving around. Got some coffee and I got some tea, and so I just got my phone and just started like rehashing. I think I put out like 8 shorts on Monday, just to see what happens. And it was like there still is no rhyme, no reason why one takes off and why one doesn't. Because it's like you figure the one that's just going to tank is the one that goes.
Yeah, through the roof. Yeah.
And the one you think, man, this is it. This is the one. This is the one, and it's like 3 views.
3.
Like I got 2 people that actually comment on my videos all the time. One is Bubba Ayers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
Bubba's great.
Bubba's cool. Yeah.
The other guy does too, but he's like, oh, and then I have a personal friend from Facebook, Steve Duncan. His name shows up the same way though. He sent me one of the oil tube caps for my '57 Chevy because I actually had that chrome ugly looking thing that fit over the top of it, and I'm trying to go all stock here. I want the car to look original,
Yeah.
And but they are the only ones that I ever get that comment on any of my videos. And the thing is, the last video that I did was so bad, man. I went out to the car. I was just telling BareRose, I was like, I'm sitting there trying to get into the car, and it's all like this.
Yeah, I heard, that was when you were talking about the microphone and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out. I don't know if you can see it real well. It's a
I'll
can
give you
of
the center.
Sears 10W40 motor oil. It's full. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah. We were
Wow,
cleaning.
it's in like pristine shape.
Yeah.
How the
Put
heck
that
do
on
you
your
find
shovel.
one like that?
So this shop I work at, it's been around since the 50s, and
Wow.
we're getting ready to. So we added on to the end of the shop, and then so now we're going to take the first bay, the original part of the shop, first bay, when we're blowing the office out, making the office a lot bigger it needs to be, and we need to get a customer bathroom. Like, our restrooms are horrible, you know. They're deplorable, man.
It's a shop.
It is, it's a
I'm
shop,
sorry,
but
but we got greasy hands.
we need to make a restroom for, you know, our women customers, you know, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you
So-
can't be putting greasy fingerprints on that seat when you're putting it down.
Yeah, right. I walk in there all the time, and that's my pet peeve. I'm like, damn it, who put this seat? Because you know where that grease is going to go next. I don't want it there, and that's not what, you know. So anyway,
That's
we're
not a
cleaning.
hand sanitizer right there.
No,
That's
no,
a tetanus.
don't-
It's not a
dispenser.
mechanic's. It's not a mechanic's hand sink.
Yeah,
We don't need
touch-
all that grease in there. All over the sink.
Yeah, why is the water dirty in the toilet? So anyway, we're cleaning the attic above the original office out now, and man, there is some neat stuff. I found some old like caster camber measures, like you stick it on the wheel, and it's got like the glass ball, and you can mark it where the caster is. So when you do something, you put it back on, then you can get the caster back, you know, close-ish. Which we have we have a brand new alignment rack now, and but yeah, just cool stuff. And then I found that, I was like, oh, that's neat. And then I found in like plastic, like heat shrink, there's a rebuilt Quadrajet, there's a rebuilt 2-barrel Autolite. There's like a 1-barrel. I don't even know what it is. It says Holly on it. I'm assuming it's. I don't know what it's off of, but I don't. It's all out in the garage right now. But yeah, you know me. I'm a hoarder when it comes to that stuff. I mean, we've got carburetors right here. Found this air cleaner was in there, and then yeah, that jug of oil, which I thought was really neat.
Hey, Jason,
Yes, sir.
don't get me started.
Yeah. I've seen some of your stuff. Yeah.
I know,
I've
right
seen
there.
the-
There you go.
I've seen the wall of boom boxes is freaking epic,
It's a
man.
guy thing.
That is
It's a
so
It's a
guy
guy
thing.
thing. It's a
Yeah.
guy thing.
Right.
There's no women here.
Yeah.
There's no little frilly flowers or anything like that. See? You want to watch TV? There you go. Let's go man size.
Ho, 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 two time.
Yeah, actually, right here. Hold on a second.
That wall reminds me of, that wall reminds me of like Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. He has all those Hot Wheels cars.
Yeah.
He's got a
Yeah.
lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, I got a lot of them right here, too.
I don't know if you can see it. I won one from him. It's right there.
The little multicolored truck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
the one I have is what they call the ultimate garage.
yeah, it's like the Silverado. It's the
Yeah, the Silverado. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
yeah.
I think I gave the question for that one. I think.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a couple of them here, too.
You don't, but I'll show you something you don't have. Is some
Don't count on it.
some original artwork from Mr. Kim BareRose. Remember when you sent me that? my little monster guy. Oh shit! What did I do with the tack? Oh, there it is.
I remember when I first started those, I was doing them for everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the response I got.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
you
I got
guys won't-
behind and I said, oh man, I can't do I'm sorry.
Well-
All of you that just got a sticker, I'm sorry.
Well, you guys don't know, but I actually did artwork, too, in my time. I was actually a computer graphic design
Oh, that's cool.
college student in my day.
You know what?
I did 3D graphic design on computers. I also did still life drawings. And I actually did a drawing of John Lennon, another one of what the heck was his name? Yogi Berra, Ozzy Osbourne, and Goose Goslin.
Nice. Heck yeah. I want to learn how to use a 3D printer for recreating old parts.
I was going to buy one of them too because I got that for the buttons for the radios.
Or yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like headlight pull knobs and
Mhm.
just heater control stuff, and because you
Well,
can't find that stuff anymore.
No.
Thunderhead, when he did the lawnmower,
Mm-hmm.
make his 302 run on a lawnmower,
Right.
I thought that was his job, 3D printer. I thought it was something, fancy. Come to find out, that was just one of those cheap Amazon
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
3D printers. I mean,
yeah, you can
granted,
get
he burnt up a couple of them making something that big,
Yeah, a friend of
but I
ours
thought it was something fancy.
makes
But
like
nope, it was a cheap one.
this is not mine. I do not play games. This is Hunter's, but he
Yeah,
makes
right.
liar,
I don't he
liar,
puts
stop
this thing in my
lying,
hand and I get
liar.
retarded. I have no idea how to operate this. He's like, hey, I'm like, I have this. You know?
Where do I put the screwdriver?
Yeah, it's like I can't. Yeah, this is what I got. What do I do with this? But anyway, he makes custom cases. Yeah. Oh, that's an old one. But he makes custom cases, and then he puts the guts in there from this, and just makes it's at his house. He just farts around.
Hey, I'm going to go get a refill. I'll be right back.
Go for it. But so you're going to be working on the Dart. I heard a minute ago.
Yeah, just get the engine out of the way.
I think
I'm
if you
tired of
want to
tripping
build
over it.
if you want to build a lightweight car, I think that's the one to go with for sure. Unless you're going to drag the doodlebug down there or something, which would be fine with me.
It almost went.
I'm like, I got first
it was
dibs
close.
on rides in that one.
Heck, toss you the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one almost went, but I figured if I failed, I had to fail.
Yeah, and that's
So
how
I
I
went
felt about
without.
it too. Because I could have went and got. I mean, 4 or 5 guys I know with race cars, they were like, "Why didn't you just come get my car?" Why didn't you? I was like, "That's not the point.
Yep.
The point was I was to build this vehicle in this amount of time, and I blew it." So, I was talking to my friend. I grew up with him. I've known him forever, and I got him into bracket racing, and I got out. Well, he's still in it. And he's really good, and we were talking about we ran into each other at our watering hole up here last night, and he was like, he saw I was starting to weld the metal in the bedside, and he was like, "Man, leave that thing alone and make it a sleeper." I was like, "Well, I'm not going to paint it. The only reason I welded metal in that thing is because every time I walk by it, it like moves, and I can't tell you how many pairs of pants I've ripped on that stupid thing." It's like, so I'm securing it, making sure nobody gets tetanus from this thing, you know. And he's like, "Okay, cool." He's like, That's how I want you to build that thing." I was like, "Oh, that's exactly how it's going to be. I'm not going to paint this thing. Like, I love the patina on like the hood and stuff and the roof. I'm not going to touch that stuff."
Yeah,
And
everybody was
boy,
telling me.
you want to go into a time sink and a money pit. Yeah, break out the Bondo and
Oh
and the
man,
paint and
and I was
yeesh.
raised. My dad is a body and paint guy, so I did that from when I was just tall enough to walk around, and went to work with him and had to help him, and like. And everybody's always like, "Why didn't you go into auto body? You're really good at it." I was like, "'Cause I hate it. It got rammed down my throat." They're like, "Yeah, but you're good at it." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't want to do it." And
I'm good
damn,
at it too. I'm good
damn,
at it too.
And
I redid the 57 up all over again. If you look, I don't know if you've been on my page, but
yeah, I
if
looked
you
at
ever
your
look
stuff.
at the 57 when I first got it, I showed a video of the guy actually showing me the car before I got it. And it
Yeah,
looked like hell. It looked like something that was sitting in a swamp for like 20 years. And now that I've gotten everything for it and I've started putting things together and I've done the body work and the metal fabrication and the paint job and everything else and started doing the interior, rebuilding the engine, man, it don't look like the same freaking car. Even the guy that sold it to me, he won't talk to me anymore because it's a numbers matching car. He's like, he didn't know it was, I'm like, hey, you want to snooze, you lose,
Mm-hmm. That's like that Jeep I've been redoing at work. It's almost done. I put the interior in it, and yeah, I still do a little bit of that stuff, but I don't do any paint work or anything. And like what I was getting ready to say was, paint is expensive. Like
nowadays,
retarded.
yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I know a guy that works for Sherwin-Williams, and it's like it's still expensive.
Anyone know where I can get a decent 413 piston? Yeesh. Looking for forged.
Does Keith Black make 413 pistons? Those were always pretty reasonable price.
I don't know. I got my pistons from Summit Racing.
Yeah, Summit. Yeah, I always.
I do a lot through Summit because they're just, if it's in Reno, it's here within 2 days.
Yeah. I have the original one here north of me. It's only like 2.5 hours away. So I can order something at 6 o'clock, and it's on my door at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I really need it, then I jump my happy ass
Jump
in
and
the
go.
truck and go get it. And Jegs is only an hour away. It's in Columbus, so yeah.
Isn't Molly made right close to you?
Molly
Isn't the Molly factory?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
What happened?
Everything Molly is a back order. I wonder what's going on.
I don't know. I could probably look into that. Yeah, we used to have a Chrysler parts plant here in town, and it went out of business. So then Molly moved in there, and then we have a on the other side of town from me. We had it was an old Doco like shock plant. Then Tenneco bought it, and they were building exhaust and stuff. And I heard that Molly's taking that one too. So I don't know. That's strange. They should really be hustling.
I used to like their gasket kits. Their rear mains were.
Mm-hmm.
I can't describe it. They felt better than the Felpro.
Somebody sent you.
Somebody did?
Chat. Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, Bad Tree, Blaker.
Holy cow!
Man, did you see that dart he got? That thing's gonna
Where's that? I don't want to miss it.
StreamYard,
StreamYard, it's hard to find.
Just roll up. Actually, if you go to the top, there's a little button you can click right there, BareRose, up on the chat. There you go. Yeah.
Blake, I sure appreciate it, man. Thanks a million. And anybody that hasn't subbed to him yet, go check him out.
Man, their stuff is so.
He's got a big project coming in.
He does. It's gonna be wicked. Yeah, I really like that dart. I always was a fan of those darts. And then
thanks again, man.
That one has a big block in it, so that one's. What year's that dart you have? That's an early one, isn't it, BareRose?
65.
5. Okay.
That's funny too, because I've looked for a 65 anything. I don't care what it is, pickup, car, whatever. And this is the first one I found. Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. I mean, that's a good find. And
it's not about Dodge, Chevy. It's not about Dodge, Chevy, or Ford anymore. It's about us guys doing away with the electric crap that they're putting out.
Yeah, for real. I mean,
if I got to plug my scanner in it, I'm lost.
I'm not vehicle specific. I own one of everything. Honestly,
yep.
I do. So
they've all got their good points. They've all got their faults.
Yes.
And for me, I actually have more fun looking at the ones that had the faults.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, the funny thing is with the Teslas that they come out with the batteries and all that. Why can't they make a recharging system for it? Why do you have to sit there and go to a charging station? Don't they know what an alternator is?
I always thought so. They do actually charge somewhat off of. So the wheel bearings are a sensor. Blaker, what's up?
Hey Blake, good to see you, man.
What's happening, brother?
What's up, Blake? How you doing, man?
Cheers.
Man, oh geez, I I got my shit in the background. My bad.
What? I don't see anything.
There we
Oh,
go.
you got
No,
music.
that's just a
Yeah.
Mopar flag. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's not shit. We're okay with that.
Oh. I'm like,
Well,
why
I
don't
work
I
shit
thought I
with
just heard this?
too, man. So ain't no
Yeah,
big thing.
you were freaking out. Like you were like, wait a minute, why am I hearing everything? Yeah.
Am I in the fourth dimension right now?
Yes, you are.
Being in the twilight zone there, dude.
As a
Cross
matter
the
of fact.
streams. Don't cross the streams.
Man,
Yeah, right.
I just wanted to hop on because man, BareRose, you're great. Everybody on here's
Thanks,
great.
man.
Jason's Garage. Rich, I'm not sure I know you. Great guys. Great to meet you down at No Name.
Oh yeah.
It felt like that super chat was just me. I don't know. I wouldn't say pulling a flex, but
you
know, spark plugs are $8 a piece right now.
He was throwing his weight around a little bit. It's cool though. We get it.
So
Yeah.
if I can help you get 1.125 spark plugs to your next project, I'm there
Well,
for you.
We had a
I got a couple Tritons, so yeah, that's about a half a spark plug for one of them.
We had a damn BMW in the shop the other day, and our cost spark plugs were $28 a piece.
Holy
One
Toledo.
spark plug. Yeah.
And I went over to get your plain Jane, basic champions. And at O'Reilly's, they were, I think, almost $9 a piece.
Jeez.
Holy cow, man.
I'm like, nah, screw that. And went up on Rock Auto, and they're like $3 a piece.
Yeah,
so
that's the way to go. If you're not in a hurry, yeah, look online because for real, dude, it's.
And you know what? Today, I went over to O'Reilly's, and the kids knew that I talked to on the phone, but I go, I need head gasket, Velcro, yada yada number. This is head gasket that I need. Yep, we got that. Valley pan for 383, 400 big block. A what? Valley pan for a big black Chrysler. Look it up, you'll see it. Okay, is that like a gasket?
Oh my god.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah. Just think, this is who we have to rely on to take care of us when we get old.
So
a guy who has never actually worked on a car, only typed on the computer.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm like, it's probably under intake gaskets.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, so you need intake gaskets. I'm like, yes, I need intake gaskets, the paper kind I would like, and the Valley pan. All right, I can have you the head gasket today, and everything else will be there on Saturday. I said, sweet, I'll see you on Saturday. Go over there today, and I got non-paper intake gaskets.
Sheesh.
No Valley pan.
Yeah.
But the Felpro head gaskets were there.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's like having a boss not listen to you when you have a great idea. They look at you like you're stupid.
So then I talked to Max Dick with a $5 hit.
Everybody's throwing their
Thanks a million, man.
Everybody's throwing their weight around.
Max Dick is a great guy. Actually,
yes, he is.
Yeah,
he sent me 2 timing chains, one for a small block LA and one for a big block.
Nice.
Don't forget, Dastardly, do your stickers.
So anyway, I go there and he's like, hey, Blake, because he knows me and Jeremy, we go in there all the time, and he
stickers, Dastardly.
That's awesome.
And the gentleman said, hey, Blake, I'm sorry, new guy. I said, don't let it happen again. And I bought my daughter a stupid Hot Wheels monster truck that they had sitting there, and a pair of Mechanics Pro gloves, because my fingers started popping holes out of them finally.
Right. Yeah, I dread every day when I have to call the parts house and I'm at work and I have to explain, especially if I call a dealer. Any of the dealerships, they don't know shit from Shine On. What's up, Big Block?
Oh,
What's up,
Hey.
everybody?
old big incher.
Big incher. What's going on, Blake?
Not much, man. I was about ready to share my experience of pulling the trigger on the shifter for $500.
You.
Oh yeah, I know that.
500?
You look like you were struggling with that shifter that first day when you got the car.
Man, that thing is so.
Not ideal.
The guy that sold it to me, and I had a sneaky suspicion going into it, but I loved the car, so it didn't really matter who the guy was. But he did that Jesus Christ Superstar kind
Me
of.
too.
I found Jesus when I was in prison. I can bury you, I can divorce you, I can bury you kind of guy. All praise the Lord, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if you believe, that's great. And I believe myself.
Yeah, but don't be a Bible thumper.
Absolutely. Here,
But
here,
don't
yeah.
use that to play your fucking game of deceitful bullshit and hide stuff, because I'm pretty sure that's what he did. And I could see it when I was there, and I didn't give a fuck.
Because you just want that car, and I don't blame
Because
you.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
is a solid ass 68 Dart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that thing
love
looks
that
sweet.
car.
Man, that's a
And I'm
nice
like,
car.
this is not a stroker motor. This is not, okay, this needs to be unfucked. This is pretty fucked. It needs to be unfucked. I
Right.
can unfuck all this. And yeah, here's the money. I'll take it. And like Duddy, I talked to him on the phone. If you guys don't know, Duddy's Adventure YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
I do, yeah.
Pretty
Good channel, too.
successful taco
The
reviewer
Taco Express.
from Texas. I don't know what else he really does. But he's like, man, that's bullshit. Deceitful mother, you know, cheating, lying, no good. You gonna get a refund? I'm like, no, man, I'm not getting no refund. It's the car that I want. So, and on Bad Tree, we don't go and buy turnkey shit that's gonna go down the track. We go buy projects. So, go and do it. I knew it was a project, so I am 100% fully aware that it is not a stroker motor. It's probably not as fast as the guy tried to make it out sound, but it's the bones that I wanted, and it's the car that makes me happy. And
That's
I'm
right.
beyond happy with it. I freaking love it. I freaking love it.
You will get it where you want it eventually.
But I did order, now back to the shifter part. You can't find a decent shifter for under probably $300 now.
No, I've been
Brand
looking.
new.
Yeah, I've been
Yes.
looking. You're right.
And then you click on it, you're like, okay, I got a $300 shifter, and guess what? Doesn't come with the cable. Doesn't come with any of the brackets.
None of the
that
screws
shit.
to mount it down, nothing.
And
It's
they're
like trying to-
expensive.
I'm trying to
They
find
are
one-
outrageously expensive for those brackets.
I'm trying
Yep.
to find one for a Power Glide for a 2-speed transmission, which is a real nightmare.
I went through Precision
look like?
Performance Products and got a gated park, reverse, neutral, first, second, third, all bumping away from you shifter.
You said Proform? Is that what you said?
I'll have to pull it up here. Precision Performance, I think is what it's called.
It's okay.
That's what kind John Cope runs in Mr. Haney, right? The Precision.
Yes, and I was going to go through John, but I have a heritage of Jewish blood running through and coursing through my veins, and I'm really trying to, you know,
Understand.
find the best deal, and you know, I could get more going through them, and I'd love to go through John, but for the best bang for my buck, I had to go through them.
Oh,
See you, Wendy.
but I'm just saying that style is the same thing he has.
I threw up once I hit enter with my credit card information. It was like
Yes.
$540.
Jesus.
And
for a shifter, yeah.
You know, really into. I can think about shit that I'm going to buy all day, but when it comes time to pulling the trigger and spending the money,
my dirty
I'll
hippie's
sit
here.
there for 20 minutes.
Say hi. My dirty hippie's here.
What's up, you filthy fucking hippie?
He said, "What's up, you filthy fucking-" That's my kid, Hunter. You
Got
guys,
another one.
yeah,
How's
you
it
guys
going,
Go
Hunter?
put him in the torture chamber.
Yeah, you guys didn't get to meet him. He was in the mountains. He just got back, so you'll get to see him next year.
So I pulled the
Sorry.
trigger on $520 shifter, and the next day I get an email saying, upon further demand,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
yada,
no.
yada, yada, we're going to build your shifter kit that you want, and we're not going to charge your card till then, unlike Jegs and Summit, who charge you right up front, and then they send you an email 4 days later saying, hey, Blake, we don't have your dipstick or the seat belts
Yeah.
till April. And at least these guys don't charge your card, but they're telling you, hey, you know,
We
ain't
got
got
this,
it.
dude. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's almost giving me the excuse to be a ballless bitch
And cancel the order.
and cancel the order
I'm
and
with
go
you.
back on that
Yeah.
that me talking myself into
Yeah.
pull the
Yeah,
trigger.
That's your excuse to renege. If you're going to, do it now. Yeah.
Oh, and I'm like, you know what? Stand your ground, Blake. Just wait. The car, I got the motors torn in half. I got the
Stealing
head off of
shotguns.
it. I cut the front bars out of the. So the roll cage in this car, everything's great except for the front bars that tie into the front frame. The previous owner, you know, Jesus is all right with me, or whoever was before him, decided to cut those front bars out to get the fender well headers out.
Oh Lord.
So I'm like,
It
all
looked
right.
like it was sandwiched in there.
Yeah, and I could see the weld. And I'm like, okay, some welds look bad, but they're all right and all that shit. But when I cut them out, Jeremy went to do, and I think I got it on camera. I haven't looked at it yet, but he went to do like a practice pass, and the weight of the pipe when it touched the ground snapped it in half.
Really?
No kidding.
And
Whoa.
you look at both ends where they went to tack weld everything together. They tried to stitch it back up. There's like the slowest wire speed and zero heat. There was no penetration. It was just like stuck on the outside. And you can see the rips right through the little bead welds all the way around it.
We're going to refer to him as Reverend Jerry Rigg from now on.
Well, I'm looking for a friend for Finger Tight Jones. and I thought Timmy Tacker was a pretty good one. But the rest of the cage looks nice. The rest of the car looks nice. It's just a couple of issues on it. And, you know, everybody says wet sand it, make it all orange. Well, then it's just another all orange car.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I like that guide coat.
Yep.
Kind of makes it look a little sinister.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody else has that paint job.
Nope.
No.
And that's what
that
I like.
68 Dart that's right by my house, you know, it's all orange and he's got stickers on it. And the one thing I like about the two things I like about it is it's got the orange or the red glow headlight, the halos, and at the track, those look really good on there. And then when he puts it in reverse, he's got two LED lights right behind the wheels for backing up because they race at night, so he can put him back in the groove. That's a pretty good. Now, first time I seen him backing up, I'm like, that is so awesome right there because they can see when he's backing him up, he can put him right back in the groove.
I like the LEDs on the backup, but the halos and the headlights of the older cars kind of look whack.
Yeah, let's
in
not
my
do
opinion.
That. Yeah, let's not do that.
Now, if you want to go back and do some old street car shit, tint your clear lenses. You know, like spray paint them a little bit.
Put the blue
Custom.
dots in the taillights.
Oh, fuck those things too. That was probably the dumbest fucking thing anybody could have done. I sold the car. I sold a car with perfect taillights in it. It was a 73 Valiant, and I ended up getting it back, and some dumbass put skull locks on the doors. Skull was on the valve covers, and then it had purple fucking whatevers in the tail lights.
I hated those things. And then I remember some guys would put on the diff cover, they would put like little motorcycle marker lights on the actual bottom of the diff under the car. I'm like,
those guys had to be in their 70s. They
like. I want to put the chrome visors on my headlights though.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I remember my old man.
Some cars, those look
with a little
You're
Correct.
correct.
brushed
That would look good. Yeah.
brush painting AMF on the back of his 8 3/4 and his Barracuda. And I'm like, okay, Acme, AMF. No, with my dad and his buddies, it meant adios, motherfucker.
Fucker. Yeah. Yeah. My dad's 70 and he wouldn't put that shit on his car. I can say that right now.
But Jabo had N50s on the back of that 68 Barracuda. It had the hen's teeth side trim, the gills with the
Yep.
spear in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
That shit alone's worth more than
That's
some of these
buku,
cars
yeah.
you see for sale.
Reading the chat.
So I had an achievement today. This
Nice.
morning I loaded up a bunch of shorts, and tonight I loaded one more before I left work, and I hit 1,000 subs on my way home.
Good for you, man.
No kidding.
Internet
Congratulations,
high
man.
five.
Five. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Good job, Big Incher.
I was wanting to get it before the new year, and I said, you know what? I've been putting out some videos, and I've been picking up subs. I said, you know what? Let me drop some shorts because I had stuff loaded on my phone.
Don't drop.
So I
your
just
shorts.
dropped shorts, and I said, I'll get it. I'll get it.
I tried that with the beer one that I put out tonight. When I
Oh yeah, where it was walking around the table and it was like.
that was
Yeah.
the first night that I ever edited a video for YouTube. Was that night?
That's cool.
Oh,
I
wow.
came home with the footage from GoPro,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like 7 hours into it, and I was burned out. And I noticed that you could take pictures with your GoPro, and I set it up with a tripod, and I made like a stop motion film with my beer, and I didn't know how to. So anyway, I used my phone to record it on the screen of the computer, and that's the only saved evidence from that night. But I put it out tonight, like, what's your favorite beer? I'm like, I'll just go through some of my old shit, and I'm like, holy hell, this exists on my phone?
Sweet.
Yeah, the whole reason our channel started was my wife bought me a GoPro when I broke my hand, and she's like, you talked about wanting to look at your tires if they spun or something, so I got you this camera.
Oh, cool.
I'm like, yeah, that's sweet. Then I just ended
That
up
I
like
have.
vlogging at the racetrack with no experience, just for some reason just started doing it, and then made it into a video, and like
My
50
first
people
videos-
subscribed, and I'm like, okay, I guess we'll start making stuff for them.
My first videos were horrible.
Terrible, man.
I
Oh
don't even
Lord,
wanna know-
yeah.
I don't even want to know they're around anymore. Not
I
that
still
my
got
new
'em
ones are
up
much
there.
better, but
Yeah, if you want to see how to make every mistake on YouTube, yeah, just go back to the first of mine. Yeah. Whew, yuck.
I did find this though. This is a bunch of VHS stuff that I had converted to DVD, and I used to put my VHS camera behind me in the Mustang. It's like pictures of my kids on here, but there is racing videos in here that I need to go in and dig out that I had converted to DVD. And I used to have this big honking camera behind me strapped to the roll bar.
Yes.
And, so that'll be some cool shit
it-
when I figure it out,
Well,
Back when it was like this.
Oh yeah, it was so bad.
I used to carry one on my
Eventually I
shoulder at the
took-
drag strip.
Yeah, eventually I took a tripod and I zip tied it and then I screwed it down into the floor and then put the camera on, and that was a little better. But
in 2004, I qualified for NHRA Nationals. And that
Oh,
was in-
really?
yeah.
what division were you in?
Division 5.
Okay, we were in 3, so yeah.
So
I was still racing back then.
I went through quarterfinals, and I made it to Topeka for nationals, or
Later Renegade.
semifinals in Topeka, I think it was. Anyway, my mom was videotaping the entire event, and like we get back to Iowa, I wasn't worried back then about anything being recorded. I was just wanting to race.
Mhm.
And I knew my mom was sitting in the grandstands and in the pits, and she was recording everything with this, camera that we bought on our way down there. And she had the instruction booklet out, and she was reading it in the back of the van and shit. And make sure the tape's all loaded right. And she's like, I got it all figured out. And I'm sitting there and she's talking to me like she's interviewing me. And I'm like, Mom, you're not recording. This is like at the end of the event. And she's like, no, I'm recording. The red light's not on.
You're like, oh no.
And we get back to Iowa and I
You're like,
plug that tape in.
nothing.
And every time I hear my name being called on the announcement PA and the camera's sitting next to my mom recording, sitting on the bleacher, and it comes up to like this and then it shuts off.
She turns it off.
And then it turns back on and the camera goes like
Sit
this
back
and sits
down.
back down.
So
So I'm like, I got to watch every single fucking person
Yep.
that went there.
So
Except
the
for
same thing
anytime I went up to the burnout
The
box.
same thing happened with my dad. I gave him the camera. Our bracket finals was at Indy. So literally, the only video I had was the camera in the bag on the way home because I was pissed because I went out first round. I red lighted first round. So all you heard was me bitching and loading the car up in darkness. I'm like, Dad, are you kidding me? And he said the same thing. He was like, well, the red light wasn't on, so it was recording. I'm like, no, other way around, Dad.
And the funny part about that tape of my mother's was the next time there was any video taping going on was our first YouTube video.
Mhm.
I basically gave up on drag racing, went to college, did my deal in the 20s, partying, chasing chicks and stuff. Totally forgot about cars. And then I settled down and was having a kid, and then I started getting back into cars again. And it was like I don't know, I was so dialed in back then that 10 years of nothing in between. It's like all that stuff that I learned, I forgot.
Yeah, I took a hiatus. I was racing when my kids were little, and then I quit. And now, of course, that my son is my youngest one. He's 21, so now I decided, it's time
Take
to
a
get back
shower,
into
you
it.
hippie.
Yeah, you dirty hippie. It was hilarious. It was right when we got back from Sykeston, and Hunter was on his way back from Montana or Wyoming, and you guys were talking about the dirty hippie. So then I'm sitting in the bar and Hunter walks in and we're going to buy him a drink because he just turned 21. And this one guy was like, get a haircut, you dirty hippie. I just started dying laughing. And everybody's like, what's so funny? I'm like, never mind. I got to tell Blake about this one of these days. So
Jesus.
Our damn dirty hippie.
he's my little dirty hippie, yeah.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, sir.
When you were holding that camera for your Mustang, was it like this when you were trying to record it?
Oh, way worse. Like shaking and and then the static, and I think even like the ignition, the pulses from the spark plugs were like, you could hear it in the sound. And, oh yeah, you guys will get to see it. You're like, what the hell was he doing here?
Is Ari college shaming me right now? I think so.
Ari would.
I'm sorry I went to further my education. I actually went to college for criminal justice.
Well, that's fitting.
Yeah.
I did for. I did.
All right, so
I went to school to be a cop.
Good for you, Blake.
Good
for you.
I've got a. This is my 1K sub giveaway. I've got one of the pictures out of candy cane.
Oh, here we go.
Fuck, man.
Out of the 402 out of the 402 that blew up.
Is that the only good one?
This is one. Well, you know what? It's got a little bit of damage on the back. It is the only one that has a good rod bearing left in it.
Nice.
Did you send one to John Wilburn?
I sent one to John. I sent him pieces of it with the rod that was bent.
Yeah.
Because my rod's, loan.
I sent him two of them actually. I sent him the rod, and then I sent him another one that was busted up for the trophy. Anyway, this is going to be my 1,000 sub giveaway. Since I hit 1K subs today, then I got to do some kind of video and pick someone to win this.
That's great, man.
So,
long live Candy Cane.
If you need
And
to
a
do
big
a video, I
congrats,
can
man.
mail you an SD card, and if you want to edit it, go for it. Because
What's that?
I've been like sick since Sykeston until like 4 days ago. I haven't been posting
Really?
anything hardly on YouTube. Like I usually do 2 or 3 videos a week, and it's like one every 2 weeks. Don't go on Facebook. Don't give a shit about nothing. And then I got some antibiotics, and now I'm back in the swing of things, baby. You know, I'm back, full of energy.
Yeah, see, I was going to do the same thing like what Big Mike is doing. If I had gotten myself to, 1,000 subs or whatever, I was going to actually give these away. They're the treasure hunts for Hot Wheels, and I was going to sign them. But I'm a long way off from 1,000 subs at all. So
Yeah,
keep
I
pushing.
don't know. It probably hurt the value, probably.
yeah, actually, by that time they'll probably go up in value.
We're doing our annual New Year's Eve live coming up here. New Year's Eve. If you don't know where that date is, it's New Year's Eve, and we'll be live at an undisclosed time whenever the fuck we feel like going live. Like
Cool.
we do every year for the past, I think, 4 years now. But we always try to give shit away during our New Year's live. So we've given stuff away out of the garage, tools, parts, hats, stickers, stuff like that. So if you
Are
guys
you
want
going to
to
announce it yet, or
oh
are you going to do like a video announce
I think he just did.
prelude thing?
no,
Because it's all we can
no,
all
because
share it.
as per usual BTP stuff, it just happens, baby. We ain't trying to do the TV suspense bullshit like, the whole wait and John, get mad at me if you want to, but the whole suspense of waiting to hear about the next No Name 2.0, maybe they ain't have the dates figured out yet, and I understand that, but as soon as you figure it out, let it go.
Right, let it rip.
Because I ain't trying to get Flavor Flav on VH1. Fuck, commercial. Get away. Like, I came to YouTube to get away from that shit. Come on, give me what I want.
That's like me when I do my live streams. I never, like, everybody schedules them, like, literally, like, I do mine on Tuesday night, and then, like, Tuesday night you'll see Dr. Arts is, Monday night. Like, I wait until like 6 o'clock on Tuesday night to schedule it for 8:30.
I used to. You know what?
It's a good point, though, Blake. We all started watching YouTube because we got tired of getting lied to and jerked around with all the big production TV stuff.
Right.
So the further you can get away from that, the better you're gonna do.
Right. And the whole No Name Nationals is built about being the YouTube community. So what should be thrown out is some of that TVism.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the YouTube world of things.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
No,
there's no one on this panel that I would even know if it wasn't No Name Nationals.
Oh yeah, we would have been
right. We fake it,
but I'm damn glad I
videos like in the beginning. We're not going to tell you what we're going to go look at. And then, like 3 seconds later, now we're fucking with you. We're gonna go look at that.
Well, you got to have your style in there too.
I think I met BareRose before No Names, but it wasn't too long before. Because I'm the one that pushed him to like.
Yeah, I met Waste of Talent and Cletus and those guys because we done the Volvo deal.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, when I get off here, I'm gonna check both of your channels out, Jason, Blake.
Don't look at mine. Don't do it. There's like 340 videos. It's a rabbit hole. It's like Seinfeld or
I'm a small little guy who actually works on 2 cars from my house, from which I was divorced from, and that's all I do. I can't hold a camera very well.
Well, you'll be right at home.
Pretty much.
You could be one of our cameramen.
Yeah.
One day. I mean, J-Bo
like this. Okay, where's the car?
The worst cameraman on our channel is the most beloved one.
And if we had somebody with
gotta have J-Bo,
we'd be better off.
That's like I was telling you, BareRose, about me getting in my 57 in the carport.
I got a
No,
question. So on my
Yes, sir.
logo here, I'm thinking about changing my logo because all this is it's a 396 logo changed to 402 and it says Big Block on it. So I think I got a problem with GM on trademark by using this logo. What do you think?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You
I
might
don't
want to
know.
put your name on it, man. You know, like change out
Put-
from looking like Chevy and put your name under
Put
something.
Because it's got
candy
the
cane
Chevy
on
emblem still in it.
or
Yeah,
put
you
an
might
American
you might
flag
have
on there.
problems with that.
Put an
These will be
American flag on
OG
there.
though. This will be Big Block 402 revision or OG stuff. So I'm gonna go with a whole new logo, I believe. Just because of trademark issues with GM. I don't want.
I ask you something. Like, where do you go in order to get these stickers made? Because I ain't got a clue as to any of this. I've been on here since.
Go to Sticker Mule. If you're just getting into YouTube and you just want to start your brand out,
Yeah,
you can go to Sticker Mule. You can
Like I've been on here.
I use vinyl
you can
status.
Neanderthal way, bum your way through making an image on your phone.
I've been on here since 2006, just after YouTube started. So
I've got magnets too.
My first video I posted in 07.
This is a magnet.
14
Sticker
years ago.
Mule.
Yeah,
If you
but
use Sticker Mule one time, they will send you so many coupon codes after that, and
Okay.
so your first one's
every week
might be a little bit.
you might get keychains 50 for $30, and you send in a PDF file of your image or your logo, and you get 50 fucking keychains.
Yeah, I got 50 stickers through vinyl status for $29, and then I thought I was ordering stickers again because they sent me a coupon for 50 more, and I ended up getting magnets after I placed my order. It said, "Okay, we got your order for magnets." I was like, "I didn't order magnets," and hell, I'm glad I did because they're great.
Yeah,
I've given a bunch of magnets away.
Hey,
You can stick them anywhere.
grab me a beer, would you?
Oh, and then black and white, I use this guy here, stickerguy.com. I got 250 of these stickers for $19.
Grab me a beer, would you?
Oh, those are cool.
I got
That was a neat
stacks of these.
picture the other day of your dad racing that truck. That was pretty cool.
You know what? My brother sent that to me, and I was thinking, where in the hell did I see that picture at? That's a 5x7 picture that my dad got from the drag strip. And that was at Dyersburg, Tennessee. And it's, there was a guy there taking pictures, so he sold him a 5x7, and it was sitting on his dresser. And then I was trying to remember where I seen that sticker or that picture. My brother sent it to me.
That's pretty cool.
And I was like, that is so cool. Because he raced that truck while I was in the Army. He took the 327 out and put a 406 in it and started drag racing it. And then when I came home from the Army, I drag raced it for another year with that 406. And then we put that motor in a Nova so we could go another half second faster with the same combo.
Right. Knocking some weight off.
Knock that school bus aerodynamics off.
If you're looking for business cards, Staples, and you can do it local.
And they do the QR code and everything?
Yep.
Yep.
I actually placed my order for Staples for my business cards and had them delivered to the Sykeston, Missouri Staples, and then we swung in there and then hit the track.
Yeah, I've
and they
actually
had them all ready for me.
Since I've done the videos on YouTube, I've actually had a couple of people come up to me and want me to work on their cars. They've actually showed up at my house. And I'm like, I can't work on anybody's car. I work on my own, that's it.
That's like I tint windows on my car, but I won't tint anybody else's windows because I get pissed off when I'm tinting windows and I just rip that shit off.
Yeah.
I'll do my own because if I've got a little gap, I'll just take a paint marker and fill it in. I'm not it's mine. I mean, I didn't on my Mustang because it was a new car. I let a shop do it, but on all my old stuff, I'll tint my own windows. I just won't do it for anybody else.
Yeah.
Staples does stickers too.
That's like me painting cars.
I'm trying to think where I.
So if you want it done, and you can take your picture into Staples, and they can shrink it and they can set it for you too. So if you want more hands-on because you can't quite figure out, I have troubles with the computer and making stuff work like that. So I had them do it, and then they'll give you the copies of it too. So then you decide later on, you can always give them the sticker mule if you want.
Right.
Silk screen right there. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that right on
nice.
T-shirts. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a silk
I
screen.
spent $400 learning how to do silk screen, and I never made a web page to sell the
Who
stuff that I
made
made.
those? Who made those koozies you were giving out at Sykeston, Blake?
That's what I was going to get to.
Oh, okay.
So I spent all the money learning how to do it, and I'm glad I did it because now I know how to do it.
Mhm.
And it's super cool, and I can whip up OG graffiti style BTP shirts whenever I want.
There
The
you go.
problem is it takes 20 minutes to make a shirt
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
that. Now, my cousin
Yeah.
Ben, I didn't know made shirts and all this stuff. He, me and my family were not as tight knit as some. And he stumbled across the Bad Tree Productions YouTube channel. And one day there's a box showed up in front of Worldwide HQ. It was about this big, as wide as I am. And it said free kittens on it, and it had a bunch of holes stabbed in the top. And Jeremy kicked it, and it didn't move or anything. So we opened it up, and it had a bunch of beer koozies, and it had Bad Tree, the designs that Ben thought were cool, and some posters and stuff like Barracuda, just generic looking stuff. And he's like, a note inside there, if you want some merchandise done, I can do it. And then we went and talked to him and found out that I can have stuff made without having any money involved and still make a profit. So,
Cool.
All right. I wanted to ask you guys a quick question though. I'm sorry to interrupt, Blake, but I've been trying to get the YouTube logo thing, like a little red sticker with a triangle, and then put my name up top, and then Automotive Restorations for the back of my 57.
yeah.
Where do I get those kind of things from?
eBay.
You yourself and the drive to learn how to push yourself into learning new things. I download so many free programs onto my phone on how to edit and do photo design. Like a great one, if you have Android phone, is Background Eraser. And you can take a picture of a part that you have, like a carburetor, and you can totally disappear everything behind it, so it's just a carburetor, and you can put an outline around it to make it glow, and then you can take another picture of your car that you're working on, and you can overlay that carburetor with the glow around it on top of it. Then you can add a caption saying, getting rid of the piece of shit carb that I had and putting this whatever on it, and make it bright and poppy, and you just, I have one app that I spent $3 on, and I use that more than anything. And then a bunch of them are a bunch of free downloads. And it's just me doing it trial by error, because YouTube isn't really going to teach you how to do it.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to hold your hand 1,000 miles away. You just need to sit on your couch, get a six-pack in you, and fuck around on your phone and dick with your images until you figure out how to do it. And that's the best.
I've done this one on Microsoft Paint. I found a picture on the internet, put it on Microsoft Paint, added candy cane to it, and then I uploaded it to this sticker guy, and I got 250 of these for $19.99.
This is my.
So I kind of want to do this. I want to get the whole truck with the candy cane stripe on it. And I think I might want to make a logo out of something like that.
I took just a regular gear, and then I burned Bad Tree Productions inside of it. Don't worry about this part down here. So I put it at an angle on our shirts like that. And that's all of our early shirts was this gear that said Bad Tree Productions. And on the back of it, I would take masking tape and cover the top. And on the back of it says wobbly pops and wobbly pops and wobbly pops and wobbly pops.
Awesome.
And then it says Bad Tree Productions underneath of it. And that's what our early made by me shirts used to look like. So it'd be Bad Tree right here on the side, and then the wobbly pops on the back.
That's cool.
and I'd hand them out at car shows, and I'd use my sticker mule stickers and hand those all out for free.
Yeah.
And now we sell stuff online, and most of the time, all the money that we get from sales, I turn that back into printing more merchandise that I physically can have in my possession. So the next show that I go to, I can hand it out for free. So we really don't, it doesn't do anything for our channel other than get our name out.
Yeah, see, that's what I was doing too. I was thinking about taking, like, all the people that I know and, just like have them send me a sticker or whatever. And that way I could put it on the 57 Chevy. So that way, when I go to the car shows and stuff like that with it, they're going to get their, advertisements through me being there. The other people are going to see the stickers and everything else. And, well, I'll go check this out on YouTube.
I sent one of our shirts to Uncle Tony, and he wears it like every once in a while, and it's that one that says 225 slant 6 across his chest, and right underneath of it says Bad Tree Productions, and on the sleeve it's got an American flag. I'm the one who made the No Name Nationals logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I came back to my truck at No Name, I had
the only thing that's added
dash
onto
or
what
the
your
seat.
shirt is, Jason, is they copied and pasted the AHRA logo right next to it.
Right. So it just, was it over here? Yeah.
That's
Me
cool.
and Ben made that in probably 6 minutes.
That's cool.
And we're like, it's called No Name Nationals. We're like, well, let's put a "Hello, my name is" tag right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put no name, and it looked like blood dripping or something like that. And I'm like, well, AHRA is all red, white, and blue American stars and bars. So that's all custom font that we made.
That's cool. I did not know that. That's awesome.
And put that in there. And
well, I think most of us
it used to have a burnout.
OG one.
Yeah. It used to have a tire behind the No Name doing a smoky burnout inlaid in it. And then John and we all agreed that was a little too busy.
Yeah, this one works. It's good.
And then John hated that one that you have on your chest for like 4 months. And he wouldn't reply back to me. And I'm like, can I use it? I created it. Can I put it on my thumbnails and stuff? And he's like, you know what? I kind of like it.
he's a hard man to please.
Man, that guy, it takes a long time to make a decision.
Yeah, he means well.
But yeah, John's probably one of my best friends.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
Yeah,
great guy.
I can't think of more than 4 days that have went by that we haven't talked. We talk all the time, and
that's cool.
He's a very supportive guy. He's very knowledgeable. And the people that he knows, David Vizard, Andy Wood.
Those guys are fucking geniuses, dude.
Oh, my God.
Holy
I've got some Vizard books. I need to mail to Andy and see if he can get David to sign one of my books. I've got a 1984 David Vizard book.
But not only just those people, but the people that I've met through doing this, like you, BareRose, and Jason, and I see Ed here in the chat, who's like, Ed's done so much for our channel to help us get to No Name. If it wasn't for Ed, I don't think we ever would have made it there with Nacho, So God bless Ed, and God bless Just Mopar Joe for making it all happen.
Yeah.
And there's just so many people in the community. There's so many moving parts that all matter.
Yeah.
Everybody matters.
I said it's like talking to friends that you haven't seen for 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
We just talk to you guys like that. Like, like, oh, I know that guy,
Actually, the copyright on this one says 1978.
Did you see the Photoshop that I did of that photo? I took that image and I took Just Mopar Joe's face and I put it over his.
Was it a small?
It was the small block Chrysler one, but it was like the same guy.
David would surely sign that. I'm sure he would, especially if Andy would explain to him.
But at No Name,
I have that one.
I got the yellow one.
Yep, I have that one. Yep.
But it felt like it was going by so fast because I was entered in so much shit.
Yes, I'm not
And
entering everything next year.
I'm not doing it again either. It felt like I was getting pulled here and there. I'm like, I'm trying to talk to people. I'm trying to talk to people. I'm trying to meet people that I've wanted to meet. And
We
it's
were
like,
in line for the 10-5 race, and they were calling up the monkey bikes. I'm like, I told Mongrel's Garage, I said, hey, go get the monkey bike. My number's on there. Just pull up there, and it died on him. And so he got the start. It died. And he pushed it off. I'm like, that'll work. I get the points for that.
Well, you know what's
parties,
funny
100%. I
was
care
there
about all the parts.
you know the brewers that were there with the
Mm-hmm.
And then I figured out what was wrong with my monkey
With
bike.
With the ratty B
took
body
keyway
and the
out
really
and
nice
advanced
B
my
body.
yeah. So I bracket raced with those guys 20 years ago, and they quit, and then got back in it at the same time. So I'm walking by and I'm like,
The Brewers?
yeah, the Brewers. I'm like, and they're from my town. They're from Dayton, Ohio. I'm like, I know these guys. I was
Okay.
telling my brother that. I was like, I used to race with both those guys. So I walk up there and they're like, they both walk up like, hey, where you been? You know, like we drove all the way. We drove 7 hours because we live in the same town.
You know, when they pulled up and started unloading their cars, we were all looking like, who is that? So I just walked right over to them and I said, hey, we want to know who you are because these cars are badass. And they're like, oh, we're Brewer Racing. And I'm like, I remember seeing Brewer Racing.
Yeah, they run that the manual transmission.
Yeah, they're bang shifters,
yeah,
man.
the UTMR.
Yes.
It's big around here. We've got a whole
They're
circuit.
They're on top of
He
it.
was the points, and he was the points champion from the previous year. That was
Yes.
and
So-
and you've seen why.
Yeah.
Now, did any of you guys feel like you were running your asses off, but you didn't leave your pit for a little bit? Like,
oh yeah. I felt like I was everywhere, but I'm like, I haven't even like walked to the bathroom
Yeah.
or anything.
I was
yet.
running all over the place, but I was at my pit, and it seemed like there's always a big congregation around our pit that we had. So it felt like I never had a good reason to leave it. You know, there was just
That's
an
a good
influx.
thing, though. That's a good.
It was
I forgot
crazy,
to go
man.
sign Big Mike's banner he had. He came by and said, y'all need to come sign this. I'm like, I'll be down there. And hell, I forgot all about it.
I mean, we could all say it, but I honestly, I thought we had probably the best pit experience you could have had there.
Oh yeah.
We're right up next to the starting line, right
That's
up
what's
front.
cool about that place is it's a small track.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I don't know. I had a bunch of broken cars
And I
around
felt
me.
like
It was
I
great.
felt so bad because I never made it over by the wood line, like where Cement Surfer was at and stuff back
Yeah, I
in
never
there.
made it over there either.
That's
Until the
what
last
was.
day, and I'm like, "Oh, you guys are back here?" I thought it was like a cult,
Well, that was like
blooding out a lamb on that big bonfire.
Ken.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out where all the beer's at over here.
Ken from
by the
Tall
track.
Garage was Ken from Tall Garage and his brother were kind of set up back in those woods, and I was walking over to talk to Daniel Redbeard.
I didn't
You
even
know, all of a sudden I'm like, well, there's Ken. Like he, you know, I haven't seen him in a while. I think.
No, I never seen him
there. Yeah, he was there. Him and his brother both were there. And, yeah,
Freaking Bigfoots and Mopars slept on a mattress out in the open.
Really?
Oh, did he? At the end of the track down there?
He's
Yeah.
the beast.
Him and some other guy, they slept on this king size blow up mattress with like a couple comforters on it, and they just out in the open.
The weather was good. I mean,
And I'm
weather was
stuck
perfect.
inside of this damn really nice fifth wheel camper with rotten foot on the other side of it. And I'm
the
like,
dirty hippie.
oh my God.
How's his hip doing? I know you said he had gotten some surgery. and
He
stuff.
slipped the other day.
Oh no.
And it
No.
like totally set him back. Like he was moving around pretty good. And he's getting all cocky, and I'm like, and Jeremy doesn't listen to anybody because he wants to be the boss.
Oh well, yeah.
If you can see his demeanor on the channel,
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
he likes to be in charge kind of deal. And even when he's not in charge, he tries to do this. But nobody can tell him how to be. So he's supposed to still be on a walker or crutches for the next month and a half. And
he really slipped.
he went 6 days with it, and then he said, "Oh, I can hobble around." So he's all cocky and shit, and he goes to get in his van to go get a breakfast sandwich yesterday. And on the way out, because it snowed and shit, he slipped just a little bit.
Oh man.
And it set him back like 2 weeks. He's back in the recliner, won't walk and stuff.
Damn it, dirty
All
hippie.
ornery. Stubborn, dirty hippie. I'm like, dude, I know crutches suck. They hurt your armpits. I've been there. I stretched my Achilles tendon. You can't walk. Use them. Just listen to the doctors.
Right.
You know, at least go to a week before they say, not a month and a half. No, I'm fine. I feel good. I know you feel good. He was supposed to do physical therapy. The whole reason his hip's all fucked up is he didn't do his physical therapy. You know, I think. Because he goes to the first one, and he goes, all they made me do is lift my leg up and down a couple times for like 20 minutes and told me to go home.
Shit.
I'm like, dude, that's how physical therapy works.
It starts out slow.
You do this, and then it does this, and then it turns into.
Then you're running, and
Because when I broke my back and I went to physical therapy, all they did, it was like, I think the first month I basically got massages. And I didn't really have to do anything. And then they started making me do shit. And then by the end of my physical therapy, I'm like, these mistresses of pain need to stop telling me to do sit-ups and shit. I fucking hate it. You know? It starts out, they're like, you brick. That's the problem.
J-Bo said, damn dirty stinkfoot hippie.
J-Bo was right there. He threw up the first night. No, the first night happened down at Indy when we took that tunnel ram down to Judd Scott. And we didn't rent a hotel. It was more like an apartment, like a 3-bedroom apartment thing in Indy.
Oh, like an Airbnb.
Well, it was it was like an apartment or a motel, but they were all apartments kind of deal. Like you all had your own kitchen.
Like home suites.
Yeah. So we're all there. The whole 9-hour drive there, out of the 3 gas stations that we stopped at, we never grabbed beer. Well, we get to our hotel. Oh, fuck, we need beer because we're alcoholics. We need beer. Gas stations don't sell beer in Indy. You have to go to a liquor store.
No,
Jeremy and Tyler,
beer, but it's not cold beer.
Where the show's at is kind of close to the hood.
Yep.
So Jeremy and Tyler, only pale faces in the whole place, go get beer, and they come back and they're, yeah, we got this beer, you know, it's fine. Gas stations don't sell it here. Tyler told me to leave my gun here. Thank God I didn't, because as soon as we left there, people were shooting. I'm like,
really?
Yeah, whenever you get down around the speedway, it's bad. And I've been in that situation when, like I said, when we go to bracket finals at Indy.
When you're at the speedway, looks awesome.
Yeah.
Look on the other side of the road.
No.
Holy hell, it's like Afghanistan.
Yeah. And it's 3 miles of it. And we've been there like, oh, we're out of beer. We're at Indy.
It's like Memphis Motorsports Park.
And we go to the gas station and they're like, yeah, we got beer, but it's not cold. I'm like, what the hell? He's like, yeah, you got to go to a liquor store. And they tell us where to go. And it was like, oh, shit. I got to go here. Hold on a minute.
So Jeremy and Tyler get back from the whatever hood we're in, liquor store, with the 2 cases of beer. And we're drinking, and Haley Deegan, it was her first year in Craftsman Trucks. And Craftsman Truck Race is going on. We're watching that, and me and Terry are talking about cross ram intakes and shit. And then Jeremy goes to slip one of his boots off. It's like 9 o'clock at night. And as soon as that boot hits the fucking floor, everybody starts fucking gagging, yelling at him, put it back on. Throw it out the window. What is happening right now? My eyes, I can't see. You know, terrible. and then he puts his boot back on, and it all goes back to normal. I mean, it's still just a bump in the air, but we can see again. So, yeah, I don't know. It's J-Bo's in the chat. It's got to be a medical condition. It's got to be, because you could buy him brand new shoes and you could wear them for 2 hours and he'd take them off and it'd knock you right the fuck out. It'd knock a buzzard off a shit wagon.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going to say that. Yeah. I got another funny indie story. We were over at the bracket finals, and we were all supposed to meet at Hooters, and there was a whole truckload of us. We were about half crocked already, and we were supposed to meet at Hooters. You know, everybody's supposed to meet at Hooters, and we're over there by the Speedway. My buddy Mark, you know, we're from farm town, Ohio, where it's all just corn here, you know. So we pull into this convenience store, and it's like you said, we're the palest people in the truck. And I run in with my buddy Mark, and Mark's like, "Hey, where's your Hooters at?" And the lady behind the counter said, "What did you just say, Honky?"
Oh.
And the guy that was working with her just died.
I think it was 2018 down in Florida, Tampa. Iowa went to play the Florida Gators in the Capital One Bowl.
Yes.
And we went down there. I watched Iowa play Florida a couple times. Florida fans are terrible. Worse. Yeah. I mean, they're just fucking Arizona and Florida. Worst fans in the country.
The worst.
Yeah. They will tell an 8-year-old child to go sodomize and die themselves in a corner, and their mother doesn't love them. You know, just anything and everything they can say to make you want to hurt yourself after the game, they'll say. And Iowa lost, and we almost got kicked out of the game. And we got back to the motel, and the motel was giving out complimentary drinks until 11:30 at night. We were there at 7 o'clock.
No. Oh, Lord.
And
you ran out of beer, didn't you?
I don't know how many vodka cranberries they drank that night. But there's this one black lady from Georgia who lived down in Tampa. She moved down there, and she was our waitress. And a couple vodka crans into it, I turned into a business owner from Iowa.
Nice.
You know, my name's Blake Bakey. I own a snow removal company in Iowa called BJ Snow Jobs. Very successful.
Very successful.
I take care of all the Family Dollars.
Yes, all of them. Every one of them.
A few Walmarts. And, you know, a couple country driveways. And, you know,
I take from the rich and give to myself.
And in the summertime, you know, I kick back, relax, and go on the pontoon. And I'm just making all this shit up. Oh, honey. You're so silly, you white boys from the north. And I'm like, I got full dental. Everything. It's a real business. BJ Snow Jobs.
The best one I saw the other day was this tow truck company we have. It's called Steve's Wrecker Service. Somebody must have broken their yard, and they took the W and the R off, and they put a P on it. So the guy pulls up, and he's unloading the car, and it says Steve's Pecker Service. And I was like, hey, so you're broadening your services? He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, look at your door. He was like, oh, son of a
man.
Those assholes. Oh,
I finally...
So funny. I got a picture of it, I think.
So J-Bo has actually made like 3 to 6 inventions that 3M, the big company 3M, actually used today.
Really?
And he got like a free Rice Krispies treat.
Yeah.
For coming up with it. So he instilled in me at a young age to always be thinking about how to make things better, how to invent things. And I thought of the sneaker, the clippable sneaker, where you could be playing basketball and you go over to the baseball court, baseball diamond, and you go in your gym bag and you pull out your cleat bottoms and you twist it out in the center of the bottom of the sole, and you slide out the basketball sole and you slide in your cleats.
Nice.
And I was like, nobody'd ever buy that because anybody can just buy 2 pairs of shoes, whatever. And I was watching a late night commercial the other night, and it was a guy, same exact fucking idea.
Yep.
Wear your sneakers, pull out of your bag your 4x4 roller skates, slide it on like in a channel, like I was thinking, and click it to lock it. And now you got 4x4 roller skates with your shoes.
Fucking.
And I'm like, I thought about that in 1994
Yeah,
with
competition.
baseball.
Competition, whatever it is, accessories or whatever. When I was racing my Fox body, I made a adjustable lower control arm. I did away with the coil spring and put coilover shocks on it. Like 7 years this went by, and everybody was like, "Oh man, you should patent it. You should patent it. You should patent it." Competition engineering the next year.
Competition
we got a Fox body
engineering,
kit with a lower arm, and I'm like, "Fuck!"
Remember that stupid whale that you'd see that you could clip on the bottom of your sink?
Yeah.
J-Bo came up with that at 3M before that was a thing.
Really?
Inquiring minds want to know.
He's got the pistol grip ergonomical broom, which is
What?
you know them crutches that you have that clamp around your forearm,
Uh-huh.
and they look like an S. He cut the bottom off that, and JB welded a broom handle at the end of it, and then he's got a pistol grip broom that he sweeps up with. That's what he uses in his house.
Nice.
Then he showed it to 3M, and then he goes, would movie theaters like this for walking sideways and sweeping down the movie aisles, or stadiums, you know, and how could I market this? And 3M's like, here's a brownie.
Did you see what J-Bo said?
What'd he say?
He wipes his ass with his foot like a monkey.
Guys, I'm gonna step up here. I gotta get my stuff ready to go to bed. I gotta get up at 3:30 and go to work. So I just wanted to jump in. I hit my 1,000 day. It was awesome.
Love you, man.
Yep.
Congrats again on hitting the
Yeah,
K,
good
man.
for you, man.
Hey,
Good
get
on
your
you.
ass
That
up
is
here
cool.
to HQ.
Yeah, I
You
need to
should
hit
come
up
up
there. Me
here
and my
for
brother
New
need to
Year's.
come up there.
We can all go live together in the garage.
Hell yeah.
Ricky from JRA Racing said he's going to come.
Really? We need to drive my brother's Barracuda up there.
Fuck yeah, you
Heck
do.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a good road
Or
trip.
heck yeah, I'm sorry. BareRose, I've been swearing way too much.
Mohawk, Ed.
What are they
We
going
don't,
to do?
we don't make no money on this shit anyway.
Wait, you guys don't too?
No. Like, fuck it. You know.
All right, everybody. See you later. Y'all have a good one.
Take it easy,
Thanks
big
a
boy.
million, man, for
I
coming
actually
in.
started using non-monetized music in my videos, and I noticed I've been making money.
You know, I have too, and it's amazing, isn't it? It's like,
I haven't made, like,
so when
I
I
keep
get
using the Always Sunny in Philadelphia music because I love the stupid corny shit in the beginning of it, and it goes, oh, you can't make any money on this video. I'm like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck.
I don't even care. Copyright strikes. I'm like, whatever. I don't even care.
And then I'm like, wait, my internet bill's due. Better use some different fucking music.
Yeah, whatever.
Did they finally copyright that one? I thought that one was out.
It was supposed to be good because anything from the 20s, you know, the copyright rules are when, BareRose? It's like
It's 100
somewhere
years
in the 30s.
Yeah.
It's 100 years or older.
Well, you know, Temptation Sensation
Right.
is from the 20s. It's
Yep.
2022. I mean,
Exactly.
I wonder if Fox copyrighted it because of the show. I
Michael
don't know.
Jackson probably did.
Yeah, he owned everything.
I love the bicycle bell. Do-do-do-do. Ding, ding.
Tink, tink. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to use that for like my transitions, but then I then I'm like, I don't want to edit that fucking much.
Well, it's like I did one where it was like a picture and then boom, you know, the noise, and then a picture and then the boom. I was like, okay, I'm fine. No, they copyright. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna let it run. It's fine. It's
See, here's our problem was we set up shots and we thought about how we were going to film stuff, and we really diligently ran our channel. And then we hit 1,000 subscribers, and then we seen a comment that said, hey, you guys remind us of Cheers. We're like, okay, that's cool.
That's good. Yeah.
And then they're like, we kind of like it more when you guys just kind of bash on each other. And then it's like, it kind of went from being like a scripted, almost filmed kind of show into a vlog. And that's kind of what it is now. It's like a vlog angle of how
Well, I mean, it's like
film our stuff. But I'd like to get back into movie magic, you know, like.
But it's like Zip Ties and Bias Plies and Whistling Diesel, like where they just curse and blow shit up all the time. And those guys are brilliant. Like they're killing it, you know. I don't know.
I don't know though. There's only so much room for a Whistling Diesel, you know.
We did nitrous hits the other day. I mean, that's
Nice.
cool.
But I get what you're saying.
CBD
When
joints from Wisconsin today and smoked it. And
when I put too much thought into a video, I struggle with it. If I just go out and just if I say screw it, I'm just gonna go out and do it and just let it rip.
The video I put out the other day, our second to last video, I made that in Jeremy's garage with a computer that I bought for $100 from the pawn shop. and I didn't have my intro or outro on it, but I wanted to see if I could film something down in the garage and edit it in the garage and then
with
make
the fisheye thing.
Yeah. That was pretty sweet.
I literally, I think my first probably 10 videos I had an intro. I did away with it because the viewership just goes, you know.
Well,
I have no outros. I probably should. I should have the little click on screens, whatever it is. But
you know, one of the guys that isn't really like in the community as far as like what we do is hopping lives with each other at night, you know, on the keyboard in the chat is like My Car Shop.
Yeah.
Do you guys know him, Mike? My Car Shop?
Yep.
Great guy. Great fabricator. Says that he loves to hear input, hates input because he'll never change. Right?
Yeah.
And one of my
it's not me, it's you.
One of my first things was the thing that always and he's got a great channel. It's just these 35 seconds people that I'm going to bitch about.
Yes.
It's the only problem that I have. And it's not a problem with Mike, and he's a great guy, and I love him, and he's got great projects. But I'm Mike, and this is My Car Shop. Stick around for the next 30 seconds, and we'll be right back. He's telling you that you need to stick around for that 30-second intro that looks like it's made for Stacey Davids or something like.
Right.
It looks way too overproduced. It looks like it's for TV, and it's way too fucking long, and it's boring.
Yeah. And you watch it so many times, and you're just like, "Oh my god, I don't want to do this no more."
I know every time I hear "I'm Mike," I can tap 3 times.
Yep.
Scroll it to there.
Yeah, go past it. Yep.
And he'll be talking about it. Well, I noticed his last, I think, 3 videos. He goes, "Wait around for the next 6 seconds. I'm Mike, and this is My Car Shop." And he goes, "This is My Car Shop." Then it rolls right into his video. Well, he's still messing up because he keeps saying, "I'm Mike, and this is My Car Shop. Stick around for this many fucking seconds of my intro." Do you ever see me say, "Oh, and by the way, hey guys, I'm going to play the intro next, so hang around for it"?
No.
No.
Don't do that.
It goes, doing
And you
some
don't-
shit, and then boom, tire smoke.
Yeah.
Right. Bad Tree
And
Productions.
you don't ask them to
And then
like,
once it's
subscribe,
done,
and
hey,
share. You
here's
wait
what
till
we're
they're
doing.
fucking in.
Yeah.
Like, don't. Yeah.
And you try to give Mike some input on that from years ago, and it's basically him arguing in his own head to argue back to you why it should happen. And it's just that you let that go. You let it go. You just give up. And now it's down to 6 seconds. And he finally figured it out.
Now, see, finally, when I get
your analytics, when even if you break to your, intro, I noticed they go up here and then thump, they tank and then they jump back up. So I
Right.
know people are going up and then thump, and then jumping over.
Well, see, my intro is just going to be, if I ever get around to understanding how to do it, it's just going to be the cars that I've worked on since 2004, really quick pictures, you know what I'm saying? Then it's going to have me, and it's going to have a little badger up on top on this side over here.
Yeah, but you've been doing YouTube for since
Take it to the end.
2005, so you don't really need to do that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or
I
put it
mean,
at the end when
I'm not
you're
Rich,
subscribed and next
how big's your
videos come
channel,
up.
Rich, if you don't mind me asking?
It's not big enough. I've been on there since 2006, February 17th, and I've only gotten to the point where I'm 222 subs right now.
Okay.
But I've got over 415 videos.
Yeah, I'm closing in on 400 myself.
And I got
I don't even know where I'm at.
75,000 views. But, it's just if they're interested. If they're not interested, they're not going to look, So, I mean, I'm 53 years old. I had a heart attack. I got arthritis in my foot. I got a stent in my arteries, and I got lower back problems. I can't get underneath a car every day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
It's, you've been doing it for that long. And do you do anything different since then?
Well,
I just maintained.
No, I totally restored to 57.
No,
video style.
Doing your cars is great because you're always going to do the cars that you want it the way that you want to do them. You're going to restore them, but about your video stuff, as in, we don't come into this as professionals. We come into it as
amateurs.
Amateurs and novices, and basically learning from everybody that we watch. So since 2006, and as you watch other people and refine your own videos, what have you done different from the beginning till now?
No, from the beginning, I actually just used the phone and held it in my hand. Now I've got tripods, and I get people in a little bit closer into what I'm doing, instead of being like so far out of range where they can't see things. Right. And when I made the videos in the beginning, I didn't put my face in it. Like, nobody saw who I was. Right. And then what I did was I changed that. I got the appearance of me being in there. There's pictures of me being there in front of the 57. All sorts of stuff.
Ed can't say he's a noob anymore. He's been doing it for about a year now. Ed, call me up. I'll help you. We'll get you going, man. You're not a noob anymore.
If you listen to this guy right here, when I started here on the No Name Nationals, I only had 42 subs, and I was on this for about a year, and I was screwing up big time. And
what else?
This guy right here that I started taking his advice.
What else I did,
Bam,
Blake? What else I did, Blake, was I'm on Facebook, and I have over 850 friends or whatever you want to call it on there. And I've actually, what I do is I copy the link and I go to the car clubs that I'm involved with, like anything that has to do with 57 Chevys or Oldsmobiles. I'll send a link and put that into, the group.
Right.
And then I get my views that way. You know what I mean?
I used to do that until my Facebook page became more popular than sharing them.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to copy my YouTube link and share it to all these Mopar pages
Right.
and stuff because we're 90% Mopar dedicated. So I go to the A bodies only, all this shit, and I'd look at it and I'd get like, I'd get like 5 to 10 thumbs up on A bodies only and all this shit and all the other Mopar pages, and nobody really likes to interact for
Right.
some reason. It's weird. And then
Facebook's
I
weird.
started a Facebook page, and I made it a private Facebook page where you had to answer a damn question to join. And the only
Right.
question is, what kind of car, wheelchair, bicycle, or roller skates do you ride?
Right.
And if you answer that question, you become a member. And right now we got 1,000 people on our Facebook page, and I don't do a fucking thing on it. Other than when I'm done making a video, I copy the link and I post it, and boom, like 30 comments, people giving me shit, because they know our style, because we all flip each other's shit. We're all bagging on each other
Same way with my
because
group.
we're buddies, right? We're guys.
And I
We're
put,
guys.
shit in his group too. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Trying for months to try and find. I have a 57 Bel Air 4-door, but its numbers match the original drivetrain and the original trans. Okay, and I've been trying to find window panes for this car, a license plate light, and what the hell is it? A mirror and runner board molding. And I have a friend that does follow me from Facebook, and he sent me a oil filler tube cap from Florida. Oh, somebody had to make the bathroom.
He's out.
He had enough.
He did, didn't he?
And both of you guys are invisible.
Yeah, my camera keeps screwing.
Yeah, I know. I keep seeing that. It's like there's just a little round circle with like
I'm wiggling it right now. Look.
Yeah, now you're back. BareRose is still out. He's out.
Yeah, he took a break. He was. But yeah, like the wire on it's goofed up. So.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is when I get off of here, Jason, I'm gonna subscribe to you. I'm gonna subscribe to Blake too.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're here all, like he was saying, we're here to try and help each other out. It's not about trying to put down somebody because maybe they do a little less than somebody else. We're here because this is what we're interested in.
They do some cool stuff. Blake does, and Jeremy and J-Bo and all them. Yeah, like I don't do a whole lot. I should do more. I used to do more. My problem is I get out in the shop and I start working, and I really could give a squat about this phone.
Yeah.
It's in the house. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm halfway through. Maybe I should go in the house and get the phone. And then I'll come out like, oh, I'll just do a little update, But I'm going to try and be better, when the new year comes. That's my resolution. It's like, I need to get better with this. But my problem is, like BareRose was saying, like, I've cracked this phone. I broke this phone. I have it at work. The lenses get scratched. They get dirty. And I hate GoPros. I cannot stand GoPros. I have bought every GoPro there is.
They're hard.
I bought the latest and greatest. I bought the GoPro 10 and took it to Sykeston, and I turned it on with a brand new card in it, and it took one picture, and that was it. So I was so
Not only do I inspire you and my girls, but other people.
I literally was going to drive it over my truck. So I'm done with GoPros. I'm doing everything on my phone. So, yeah. What's up, Blaker? Blaker!
Did you guys know that you can open a beer with another beer?
Yeah. Hey,
of course.
Watch this.
Yeah, right. Ka-cheek. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
I was pointing the wrong way.
And you still did it.
God, mother bless it.
I always open them on the end of my desk right here, like. There you go. Atta boy.
It never works on camera, especially live.
Good that time.
But yeah, I think our phones are the best things to use. But
yeah,
my line of work, I'm just so hard on them. Like I drop them,
I
I
hate
lay under
phones.
shit. Shit
Yeah.
falls on me.
I hate them. I hate them for YouTube. I think they're the dumbest thing ever.
Now, see, the thing is, what I did try to do one time is in one of my live streams, I actually did it on my Chromebook, and I was outside with it. So instead of bringing the phone, I only did the, I put it on hotspot and had it hooked up out there. And it looked pretty good. I mean, I could actually see the people when they're commenting and stuff, and they can talk and stuff.
My first live streams I used to do on a Chromebook, just on the laptop camera, and then of course I bought this camera. Like I said, I don't want to touch it because it screws up all the time. But
Right.
I think Santa's gonna bring me a new one, so I'm hoping that.
Don't ever get a Chromebook again.
Right, exactly. Yeah, don't. Yeah.
That was cheap enough. That's the only reason use would be for YouTube. That'd be it.
I bought another computer.
What do you think about GoPros, Blake? I fucking hate them.
Did you know that I have 4 of them? That's how much I
have
love
4 of them, and they're all pieces of shit. I hate them.
Do you do the updates on them?
I wish they had a bigger screen.
You got to connect them to
forward
the internet
facing.
every once in a while and upload the updates.
Dude, I bought the fucking the 10, the 360 when we went to Sykeston, and I was on the internet and blah blah blah, and literally all I got was a picture. I was so pissed. I drove it over with the truck. I shouldn't have made a video of me driving it over with the truck. I was done with it.
Okay.
I fucking hate YouTube. I hate GoPros.
Torque Racing Productions, who won the whole thing, who beat me by 2 points.
Yeah.
I'm not salty about that, but seems like he started his channel after we did, and it seems like his channel's name is almost like ours. Anyway, I'm not very impressed. No, but he had a 360 view camera. And he had it figured out, but you have to download the GoPro Quick View app to be able to do all that shit.
I did. I had
and
it on
you know
my
what?
phone where I could.
I don't want to be.
No.
I don't want to be learning all that stupid extra shit.
Yeah, I had it on my phone. I had the SD card was whatever it was ready to go, and I could it was so cool because I could turn it on, I could turn it off, I could zoom in,
Now I'll tell you one thing, the best thing I ever spent money on is my editing software, and that's Filmora.
Filmora, yeah.
I mean, if you ain't got Filmora, then you're a better editor than I am, because I cannot understand how you can do it other ways.
The only thing I edit anything is on my phone on UCut. That's all I do. Like
It's not precise enough. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
I tried all the free shit, and I figured if I want this thing to make me money one day, why wouldn't I invest $80?
Yeah.
Everybody tries to be a cheap ass and use free software all the time.
I'm
not cheap ass.
But they want to earn money at the same time, right? But they don't want to spend money.
Like you said, we have a lot of Jewish blood running through us.
Misers.
Look at I got a really sharp chisel, man. I'm telling you. And I
This
know
is what I do all
that's a
my
good
shooting
time.
on.
Man, BareRose, God bless you, because
I think I'm
I'd crow hop that motherfucker into the next neighbor's driveway.
That's what I think I'm going to. That's what the Brewers did, and that's what
Alls we use is GoPros. If you use this thing or what BareRose got, our videos look like this.
Yeah. Or like this.
Right. Yeah.
And if you don't got a tripod, and like I said, we vlog style our videos, so there's a guy always with the camera in his hand walking around. And it's not like this with a GoPro, It's always nice and smooth. And I rewatch my videos probably 4 times before I publish them. And if
many times.
If it starts giving me a headache, I start cutting shit out.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I got the greatest videos, because if you look at my history, I got videos that hardly pull over fucking 400 views until my dart that got like 5,000 views recently. We are small potatoes, a bullshit channel on YouTube. Nobody cares about us.
But you're doing all right.
I mean, when you first start YouTube and you look at us now, it's all right, but it's 4 years into it. We get about 1,000 subscribers every year, you know, and we have a pretty solid base. We have some really good fans that constantly comment, but it's like I was wondering when are we gonna grow? And it's like I buy this 68 dart and all of a sudden, boom, thousands of fucking views, more interaction, new lifeblood into the channel.
Yeah. You
And
got to
that
keep it rolling around.
it
with
makes me
new
excited again.
other
It
things.
felt so
Yeah.
stagnant, you know.
You know what we got to do? You know what we got to do, guys? We got to come up with a certain keyword or sentence or phrase, like "dirty, stinky foot hippie" or something like that.
Oh yeah, we already have done that.
What we do is when we're doing our videos, we'll say that, and the other person that knows us, well, hell, they're just going to do the same thing and put their name in.
Well, BareRose knows that we're some of the pioneers of doing collaborations with other channels.
Yes.
Right.
And doing collaborations like a totally different way than you'd ever think of doing a collaboration. Like using our mini fridge as a teleporter to send parts to other channels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I get
Simple little
emails
things like
from
that.
other channels saying,
Mhm.
hey, can we use that idea? Hey, can we send you stuff? It's and then you got Jay who wants to bring back, who's saying pineapple right now, which is our keyword for shut up. And Jay wants to do more of a, what was his name? Late night TV show. The Answer.
Saturday Night Live?
No, not that. Not quite yet. But like the answer is it burns. The question is when a hippie takes a shower. You know. Who was that, Jay? You're a boomer. Tell us. He's in the chat. Pineapple and me.
Pineapple and me.
Yeah, Johnny Carson. He'd go
That's
and he'd read the answer, and then he'd open it up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we were raised on that too. It's just not something that you really frequently remember unless the name is brought up quite.
And J-Bo's telling me it's gonna take off. Everybody loves this shit. And you guys couldn't even think who Johnny Carson was. So it's like you're constantly just throwing stuff at the board.
At the wall. Mm-hmm.
And you know, like BareRose seen some of our shorts where I had Jeremy next to Jeremy with the green screen, trying to hype people to go to No Name Nationals or watch our No Name Nationals content. And we're always trying to do goofy off the wall stuff, you know. Like out of all of our community of car guys, I'd like to think that we always try something different. You know,
kind
everybody,
of the entertainment with a purpose.
Yes. We're not, hey, you know, you can come here and learn how to crack open a torque flight transmission. You can blow down a big block or small block Chrysler on our channel.
But there's 10 million videos on how to do that.
Yeah, but we want you
If
to
you
have
can't
fun doing it and have
exactly.
And I just don't know if we've ever been that learning channel versus more of an entertainment channel.
Yeah.
Well, BareRose, remember when I was doing the door panels and I told everybody that I actually did them myself for the 57 and I used the same pattern that you did in 57?
Uh-huh.
Do you know that I threaded those things together with nothing more than a needle and thread? I didn't even use a sewing machine.
Oh, really?
Hey, J-Bo's in here. Repost the link. Get him in here. I'd like to hear his side of the story.
Is my link not posted at the top? I thought I had it sticky.
There's so many comments now that you can't get to it.
I can't even see the comments.
I thought I had it stickied.
If you post it and that's sticky, after so many comments, it'll disappear to where
disappears.
You can't get at it anymore. But yeah, J-Bo, jump in here. I'd like to hear J-Bo's side of how things work. As being the star of the channel who doesn't have to edit anything.
There we go.
It's hot as hell.
What is it?
A very good chicken sandwich.
Thank you, baby.
Okay. I got her pinned back up
It's
there.
really hot.
Hey, the winners. Q. Answer the winners. Question. Who are the Iowa Hawkeyes playing this Saturday? Shut up, Jay. Kentucky.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I was kind of hinting towards you there, Rich. You know, by bringing those other channels together into just your channel, you'll be able to branch out, just like Blake is saying there, and add the variety that will, you know, you don't slump your channel with.
Like,
if you're just doing the same thing.
I don't work with BareRose because I hate BareRose.
I do.
BareRose hates BareRose.
But like Duddy's Adventures and Streetcar Chronicles, when we do shit, it's because we're the same age demographic. We're doing the same silly shit. So we fit in with each other. So then their subscribers become my subscribers, and my subscribers become theirs.
Uh-huh.
BareRose, I thought you were about as old as I am.
How old am I?
BareRose is more of a learning channel,
73.
like what we just said.
I'm 53.
I don't know what my channel is, tell you the truth.
I think it's more of a learning thing.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I put myself solely in the more of entertainment side of things. What are these drunk guys from Iowa going to do next?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes there's a learning thing, but you find your lane, and here's J-Bo.
Hey, J-Bo.
Hey,
J-Bo. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
And that's a good explanation. Like I said, I don't know what my channel is. I just know that all of a sudden something started to work, and I stayed with that for a while.
Well, my thing is that my whole point of doing what I do was to try and show some of the younger generations that are, quote unquote, afraid of work, how to work on cars without being charged an exorbitant amount of money from a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people were making fun of me because I was going underneath the car instead of taking the engine block out of the car in order to put head gaskets, timing chains, so forth and so on.
Right.
But I'm almost 300 pounds, and if my fat ass can get up underneath that car and work on it, there ain't no reason why no little stick twig boy can't do it himself. You know what I mean?
You put that in your video?
No, I ain't put that shit in there.
Well, then you should.
Yeah.
But
there's a reason I
look at my gelatinous ass out here doing this.
Yeah,
you could be out here.
Ass is out here doing this. Yeah. But I'm actually, there's a video where I'm showing people how to paint a car, even with rattle cans. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain way you do it. And when you and you machine glaze, it brings back the pigmentation out of the paint. You just got to know how to do it. That's all.
And just keep throwing mud out there until you get one to hit.
The J-Bola virus. What the
follow
fuck?
it and let her roll.
Whatever.
Look at his name.
How's it going, J-Bola virus?
I'm swell. I'm doing very well. I'm retired. Now.
He's not dirty, stinky foot hippie, is it?
No.
Nope.
No, he's living underneath the Brenda regime. for the past 2 weeks. I haven't seen him since he's retired.
Yeah, it's not going good for me here. My new job. Yeah. My old job, I got three breaks a day, and then I got to go home after 12 hours. So yeah. So yeah.
Where do you go after you leave your home for 12 hours of work?
Go down in the basement.
Or the bar?
No, it's not. It's good. It's good.
If you want to
So what do
learn
you
how
need
to
help- what do
do
you
your
need help
YouTube
with?
channel off the ground and flying, talk to J-Bo.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Threw you on the spotlight there.
Put me on the spot there like that. What's the matter with you?
How do you become such a loved character that nobody hates?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Look at
so
that.
what I'm talking about is me and Jeremy get hate mail constantly. How
Yeah.
we're assholes and pieces of shit. And then
I
I
don't
constantly
think so.
get letters and stuff about how J-Bo's so great. I wish he was my father. There's no negative. I've never seen anything negative said about J-Bo. But me and Jeremy, go fuck yourselves. I hope your dad's having a great night.
You're running blocker.
How do you do it, Jay?
I don't know. I'm just being myself. Whatever. Plus, I got you guys to kind of work off of. Yeah, you make it easy.
See, J-Bo's got that kind of attitude. It is what it is. That's what works for him.
Yeah, right. Because it can't be anything else, you know.
Well,
Right?
that's how the YouTube channels ran, because it is what it is. Everybody hates me, but they like my dad on it. So it's like a roller coaster that's almost ready to come off the tracks. But they're like, oh no, J-Bo's here, so you know. We'll stick around. You're loved, man. You have a T-shirt. Nobody else has a T-shirt.
Yeah, how the hell that I was not involved in that boardroom meeting when that happened. So
He's got his own face on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Whose idea was that? We should probably get Stinkfoot on a T-shirt. The Dirty Hippie. That'd be a good one, right?
With flies flying around.
Right.
Yeah, what you do is you make it look like Linus, you know, with the flies around and dirt and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah,
I got the best deal at Foot Parts Nationals.
But yeah. So what the hell? I don't know what. We created kind of a standard, I guess, too. But as far as like how the flow of each video should go, I don't know. Did you ever mention that, Blake, at all, or?
No, because you're really proud about telling everybody about that.
Well, let me see if I can find it here real quick, but it's not. That's yeah. It'll be a second. Talk about something else.
So there's this one thing that we call the drill dough that Jeremy really fucking is attached to.
What? Oh, yeah. Well, every time we ask for a drill, we always ask, tell Jeremy to go get it out of his nightstand. Yeah, that's not where it's at, but
next to the
if we can't find it, that's
one of the crucial batteries that we need is probably in his drill dough stand.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We got to cut fucking bars out of the dart, man. You don't need to be ass blade.
Let's see here.
That
Yeah, the
was
other day,
good advice, though. Just be yourself on the camera, and if you need to, just paste a picture of your best friend on the camera so you're looking at it and you're talking to your best friend, and just forget the camera's even there.
Are you telling me to be relaxed right now, BareRose?
He just popped another one. He ain't gonna be out
Easy.
soon.
if you were any more relaxed, you'd probably shit your pants. Pretty damn relaxed.
Yeah, I bet if it
Oh,
was 20
shit.
years ago, you'd be wanting to fucking have a colonoscopy too.
Oh no, let's not go there. Yeah.
This is my father right here.
It's nice to meet you, sir.
You too. And I'm looking for the stupid document. Can't find it. Wow.
Rick's wife is going to actually wind up coming in there and finding him passed out. Dad's sleeping. He's gonna be...
Dancing with Rensel's been around for a while. Like a long time. I have a love for all of the BTP guys. There's 2 of you guys with stickers on the truck, and you keep getting pulled over.
Who's that, bud?
Ari, he gets pulled over like every 3 days now.
Well, what's he's got to be doing something wrong. What's he doing?
He's got the BTP play button one, then he's got the Heathen certified.
Just go down to the supermarket and buy you a pineapple and set it in the passenger seat. You'll be all right.
BareRose, I gave you a Heathen certified sticker, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll have to get one to Rich somehow.
You leave a comment on one of my videos, I'll give you my address, man. Or my number.
Oh.
All right, I found the standard. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah.
This is standard for our. This is the standard that I wrote for our show. Okay, and it goes like this. Okay, so first, no swearing. Set a 5-minute timer just to make sure that we're aware.
Because we swear all the time.
I know, but we got. There's something we got to watch. There's something we got to watch. Okay. So okay.
Fucking do it.
So okay, as Blake puts this video together, intro 1 is typically it's a funny bit, and it's at the discretion of the editor. Okay, so he usually kind of leads with that, or we try. That's what we kind of try to. Intro 2, I guess, is kind of the burnout standard that you always see it to start every show. We wrote down insert merch plug, kind of in that area too, but maybe not. Maybe put it at the end. We should actually be recapping the last episode, any loose ends, reply to any subscriber questions that may have come from your last video. That's always kind of a good thing, just kind of recap. So let's see. Number 3, I got intro 3. Explain what we're going to do. Okay, so that always looks good when you explain what you're going to do. A lot of times while we're doing it, we don't exactly know what we're doing. So you could actually record this at the end after you figure out what you did. Right? That sounds kind of fucked up, but
no, it sounds
well, what I did.
It doesn't sound fucked up until you try to explain what you're gonna do, and the thing that you wanted to do, the first thing that you did, took 8 hours of the fucking night, and then get to the 4th fucking thing. So never start a video before you did it saying, "Hey, we're gonna fucking polish the headlights and then fucking do this and that and the other thing," and you only get to the other fucking thing.
Right.
What J-Bo said at the end, say what you're gonna do.
Right. Here's something else we wrote down. We wrote down create a dry board mock-up, explain in detail, I guess. Some things do require some extra detail. We do have a dry board, and we do occasionally use it, but not that much. Also, I think reviewing costs, because people want to know what things cost, I guess, or what we paid for it, or whatever. If we got it secondhand or at a swap meet or whatever.
I got fucking ripped off by Terry again. You guys are laughing. So
it is pretty handy to plan your work. Make sure that you've got all the tools. That way you can kind of explain all the tools. Like use a 10mm socket on this, blah blah blah. Your lighting kind of ready to go, so it's it's accessible, etc. Okay, then actually do the work constantly yakking while you're doing the work. So you always got to be talking.
The worst thing for videos is when you're watching somebody work and there's nothing.
Dead air. Yeah.
So I wrote constantly
And
yakking.
BareRose remembers back to my greatest advice is don't show your feet.
Exactly.
Into the toolbox.
Now, see, in one of my videos, I actually
number one.
That's the easiest, best explanation of how to get rid of dead air.
I did what they call a voltage reducer on my 57 because the other one previously was smoking.
Oh, and it's got a great voice, doesn't it,
my ignition, I wanted to change it. So that's what one of my videos was about, and I told everybody that's what I was doing, and they were watching me do it.
Maybe we could have him do voiceovers for us.
Well, there you go.
Like in the beginning of the video, like, hey, I'm Rich 220. and Bad Tree Productions is getting ready to work on this big block in the 68 darts. Y'all stick around now.
Don't forget now, you gotta have some chitlins and collard greens for lunch.
You got a good voice, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I keep getting told that, Blake, you have a radio voice or something like that. And I just always, in my own head, I sound like a retard. So I just figured that I'm like, on YouTube, and people say, no, you're more subtle than that. You're way less retarded than you think you sound.
Right. But you're still on the spectrum, so
yeah, very much so. I'm like crowning on the spectrum.
So constant yakking, ribbing, joking, also in-depth explaining.
Never get mad at your friends. Always laugh around because we're always ribbing each other. Like this old bastard over here. The guy that's doing all the geriatrics on the channel.
All right.
He's got to roll with the punches. See, now he doesn't do it so well.
What's that, bud?
Yeah, you kind of get a little sting out of it, don't you?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh.
That's just my shtick. Okay. Okay. Hey, so here's one thing. Here's one thing that we did, and I think it's kind of a good idea. But do a sit down interview with yourself midway through the job. Okay. And we used to do these in black and white, so it was an absolute.
Oh, those are funny as hell.
Yeah. So what it does is if you plan these little mini interviews with
what Jay's trying to do you without actually watching it was remember MTV put everybody in a house. And they're a bunch of partiers in the late 90s, right?
Yeah, right.
TV Cribs. Yeah, there you go.
Not MTV Cribs, but yeah, the same channel.
Yeah.
But then everybody would go in a confidential room and they'd say, well, Jabo made me feel insecure today because he made fun of how, I talked. And then another person would go, Jabo made me feel insecure today because he just kept laughing at me. And the next person comes in and goes, Jabo made me feel insecure.
Right. I mean, I see what you're.
That is a pancake. Yeah.
Pineapple. Okay. So that's not where that came from, but I see what you're saying. I get it, and that works. Okay, but it's like that. It is like that. Okay. So, and it's kind of, it's got to have some,
where's it at? Right here. Stop it. No.
Are you done? Okay.
God sake.
All right, go. What's wrong with you? Come on.
But what it does is that it kind of, if you set these little what do you call them, little skits, I guess, set them at like at 10-minute intervals or whatever. So usually one per video anyway, probably works out. But it's kind of a break from the action, and it renews focus, I think, on what's going to happen next. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
we got some videos where we did that, and it's fun to do.
I really do think that we need to take down what you said, as in our next episode, that we need to begin out with filming saying, hey, this is what happened with the last episode. Thanks for clicking on this episode. Something like that, and then breaking down into it. Because
continuation of the last, yep.
Me and Ryan Wing were talking about, and we're looking at analytics today, and the dart. Obviously, the people love the 68 dart. It's a big time get.
They're okay with it.
Well, it's got 6,000 views, and we didn't pimp it out and make a big thing about, hey, look at the dart. It just showed
got 6,000 views now. I don't know. I thought it was like 5,000. You said earlier.
Well, Jay, every day it gets 1,000 views. People love that car. And
so it should have 8,000 views because it's 8 in 8 days.
It should have more because we're too hay strung, bland, hayseed farmer, fucking with each other, just being normal in it the entire time.
We're not farmers.
We weren't that pronounced, You're
and that's what's working.
Fucking stinky ass motherfucking feet. We weren't doing that. We're just kind of like, we're cruising down the highway. How's everything going? Loving life, all this shit.
We were just thankful as all shit that Jeremy had his boots on, for crying out loud.
Well, we're all thankful that we made it there and then home too with his driving.
Oh my God.
See, everybody looks at it like it's a boring fucking episode, but for me and Jay, it was exhilarating.
Mm-hmm.
We made it home alive.
Right.
The guy's the shittiest. I count me, you, Jeremy, and your brother Tyler as the main four on the channel. And as far as drivers go, I put myself at the fucking top.
Which I don't know why, but that's what you did.
Because I don't remember a time in my life that you've ever beaten me in anything in racing.
So I don't know about that.
So, J-Bo, I'd hope you take this into, feeling good about yourself. I put you right below me. Because I barely beat you so many years. But I always beat you, you old bastard. And then your brother under that, and then Jeremy's like, see how you don't see my hand on the screen anymore? That's where Jeremy's at.
Yeah. As far as driving, I thought you meant
really good driver, paying attention all the fucking time. J-Bo's right here. Tyler's right here. We're going into a fucking ditch. Everybody's doing this shit, like bracing themselves. And there was like a piece of fucking concrete that big that didn't have snow on it, that the tire fucking randomly found and kept Jeremy from going in the fucking ditch. And he's looking at us going, bunch of fucking pussies. Bracing yourselves. Jay, we're going into the ditch.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Jeremy was bragging about how he fucking fought out of it. His hand set like this the entire time. Like he was.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
I
didn't understand what he was
counter steering. He wasn't doing anything. He just kept turning more and more and more, and we kept going towards the ditch more and more and more.
Yeah, there was like. Yeah, it wasn't good. Anyway, what Blake's trying to say is it wasn't good.
Pussies. No, we should have fucking went in the ditch. We should have been on our side in the van. Everybody in the side. And then after that fucking thing happened, and I made Tyler fix my seatbelt so it actually would work.
So Ed's building a 68 Dart. No one's seen it. Rotisserie job. U.S. car tool chassis. Stiffening. Oh, cool.
Way cool.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, we need to see that, Ed.
Ed, I love 68 Darts, if you didn't know.
All right, let's continue with the standard here, folks. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Are you done, Blake? Okay. Yes, you are. Okay, so number 7 is continue and finish or to be continued. Continued. Okay, and then now we're starting to wrap it up here. Reflect, talk between ourselves, what was accomplished, crack open a beer, discuss future plans, blah, blah, blah. Standard outro stuff, funny bits and outtakes is the end of it. So that's kind of what we kind of do that all the time, I think. Or Blake does that, I should say. But anyway, so what's a standard? And it kind of sets the pace for the whole flow of what we do. And yes, and we have to actually use that standard for.
I wish I wasn't the editor.
For a lot, but.
What?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Well, now you're retired.
Well, yeah, that's something. Okay, so that's something else too. Okay, so I'm retired. We actually have, or I have some time. I could probably help him out with some other stuff, but we need to go through and like Rich, you were saying you have like 400 videos or so.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think we're kind of creeping up on that. But one thing that Buzz had mentioned is you can actually go back to your old videos and kind of spruce up the descriptions.
Right.
You can actually go ahead and change those. So I know a lot of our videos are just like one sentence. The description is one sentence. Okay.
Right.
And I kind of look at the description like I'm throwing together something for sale, like on eBay. Have you guys ever sold anything on eBay?
Yeah.
So you try to plug your eBay description with as many keywords as you possibly can. And I feel that's what we need to do with our descriptions, because it attracts people, I think, to that video. So it'd be very interesting to see if we can, like maybe do, try to do 5 videos a day and just revamp the descriptions and just see if you get anything out of it. See if you attract people to those old stagnant videos that are just sitting there doing nothing.
Right.
And a trick I found when I started doing that is I would change it to unlisted or private. And then I'd go through and I'd edit it and, add in more words in the description, wait for about an hour, and then I'd go and I'd click it back to public after that.
Okay.
And then it would, some of them it takes a while, but then those would kick off again.
Oh, so in other words, start over. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Don't pull them. You just change it to private or unlisted while you're typing in the words and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Sometimes it'd take me an hour to write, figure out the description. So by that time I can just hit public again.
Right.
So it's very similar to, you guys sell things on Marketplace?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one thing that I like to do is about once every couple of weeks is I will just change the lead photo, and for some reason that renews it, or it attracts people, again. So I don't know. Anyway, there's something there, I think, but
kind of like changing your thumbnail. Sometimes I'll take the thumbnail down and then I'll change the wording, or
I've never done that yet.
Red, I'll do yellow, and
or put a different thumbnail in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And TubeBuddy, the free version of TubeBuddy, is a good way to start for your thumbnails if you want.
Right.
I love the 68 darts because I remember being a teenager and walking by @Zero's old death trap, so confused by their funky looking slant six.
Yeah.
And like Buzz put it, the algorithm is looking for the words in the description. The first
Mhm.
place it looks for is in your title. Then it goes down to your description. So if
Right,
some of
right.
them words match like what somebody else has typed in or what somebody else's video is,
Mhm.
it'll throw your video up there to recommend it after they've watched that video, or even if it's somebody else's video.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could go back and do that. I thought it was just like once
Yeah.
you produced it and put it out there, that was it. It was dead. That's it.
Nope.
Okay.
And I've had some pick up after I did that.
Okay.
Right now, my C6 video, after I went in and changed the description on it, it's one of my top videos now.
Right.
Okay, cool. And see something else too. Part name brands. Always verbally state, the name brand of stuff that you're
Yeah.
working on, because YouTube is creating this transcript or whatever. I mean that's got words in it too. So
Mhm.
there's an attraction there also, I think, right, Blake, or not, or.
I
But
think so.
it's hard to do that, but it's something to keep in mind. It would be something you could maybe, like, say, if you did create a standard, tag it on your standard, review your standard before you do your video or whenever, and try to do what you're trying to do to try to make yourself out there.
The thing is, always be pushing yourself to your limits. And what I mean by that is always be learning,
Yes.
is ejecting my SD card out of my phone better than just plugging my phone into my computer? Is this better than that? Find out which ways are faster for you to get your content uploaded to being processed. And I'm not the one who should be giving advice on that. I've been slacking a long time, for probably 3 months now. Jay knows that, and I look
Me
at my
too.
last video uploads, and I'm like, oh my god, I suck.
Yeah.
But
And that hurts you on watch hours because it goes in 365 cycles.
for 3 years,
365 days.
3 years, I haven't not uploaded a video at least once a week
Yeah.
until the last 2 months. And I just been so burned out with being sick, and in the process of looking for another project or a new car, and
I hear you.
just really nothing exciting going on. And it's like, what do you make anything about? And then thank God we got people like Jay that make Facebook posts and try to keep the community, involved and stuff. And because we can talk all we want about how we can help each other's channels do better, but what really matters is how is your channel doing?
Exactly.
And
because we've all got different styles. I mean, I could sit here and tell you exactly what, has worked for my channel, but, if you was to take the exact same approach, it's not you.
right.
So, all this advice you get
And
from
people that are watching will
everything,
see that.
you have to adapt it. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And then you
Well,
find
that's why
your
they make
flow and
chocolate
go with it.
and vanilla.
Right. And
Well, the other thing is The other thing I think too is that, like, if I were
Sometimes
to
we're
look
metropolitan.
a long look at my videos that I've done in the past and see which ones have done the best, and then view the content of those videos, maybe that'll help me produce a better video later on down the road.
Well, so I look
Right.
at that and I see that we have a video with 200,000 views on it, and it's because people think that we're retarded. So, should we keep going and pretending that we don't, like, on heads, not show us busting them loose, but bringing them out with an impact, you know?
Oh, right.
Because we put Croil oil, Bruce Jenner juice, WD-40, PB Blaster on this thing. I smacked it with a fucking 5-pound sledge. And then when we started filming, we had a breaker bar on it. And everybody goes, everybody knows that you need to put WD-40 on the fucker before you. And it's like, and I don't reply to that. And you know how many? I think I have 50,000 comments on that 200,000 view video that say, I would have started out with using WD-40.
Creole.
It's
I get that all the
Croil
time.
oil.
Yeah.
It's the spacing of your eyes, Blake. People assume that you're on the spectrum, and then you're not on the Rain Man. Yeah, you're on the other end.
They are kind of far apart, aren't they?
But when you get trolls like that, or I can't really call them trolls. They're people that are maybe trying to really give you advice.
They're people
Even
that
if
think
they're
they have experience,
in an
but they
ugly
have
way.
no real
Right.
life experience.
Yeah. But if they
Yeah.
can light a fire like that,
My uncle told me.
then that just pushes your video.
Sure.
Because every comment shows activity, and YouTube wants activity because they
Hey.
want to sell ads on your videos.
They can call me and Jeremy as retarded as they want to call us. As long as we got them 200,000 fucking views, I don't care.
Yeah.
On your name change,
It's kinda cool.
you had to change it because there's so many Tom Cooks out there. Yeah, you got to really pay attention to your name. I've said a lot of times, my name used to be BareRose, and everybody that would type that in, all you would see is gardening stuff on how to grow roses. So I shrunk it up and added garage to it. And then on my hidden tags, every one of my videos that goes out, it's in my defaults. So every video I publish has got my name in it. And it's got all different ways you can spell my name. And it's even got my real name in there. In case I tell somebody at a car show, check out BareRose Garage. And if they know me, that they're going to type my name in.
Our
Right.
first,
That's a good idea.
BareRose.
Our first year doing Bad Tree
So that kicks it up.
Productions, the first video, when I typed in Bad Tree, it showed me a guy cutting down a tree with a chainsaw. And then by week 3, I typed in Bad Tree, it showed our video. And ever since then, anytime you type in on Google Bad Tree Productions, our shit's the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, once you start getting traction, it'll be there.
Right.
But in the beginning, that helped me.
It blew my mind that we had double the hours that you needed to get monetized when we had 600 subscribers.
That's cooking, man.
Like Ryan from Streetcar Chronicles, he hit 1,000 subscribers, and I was waiting, cracking the bottle to video chat with him, and we're talking about it, and he's like, I didn't get monetized. And I'm like, what's up with that? And he's like, I'm this many hours away from getting monetized. Well, Ryan just got monetized the other day, and he's got like 2,500 subscribers. And when we got monetized we got monetized at 1,000 subscribers. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, we got monetized. It was like this big birthday party. But when we hit it, we had 2 times as many hours as it took to become monetized.
Yes, they do.
Because people watched the hell out of our shit. And we had a solid base, and we still have a solid base. I don't think a single video that we put out will get any less than at least 500 video views, right, Jay?
Right on, buddy. Be right back.
And I think a lot of it has to do with that structure too, you know, so you're holding them into them videos for longer periods of time.
But
Yeah. I'll be right
So
back.
if it's a 10-minute video, you're getting all 10 minutes of it.
even if I put out an hour-long video, I'm going to have a guaranteed 500 people will watch that. Because that's how solid our base is. We have a 500-person solid base. And we can
and
put
that's
out
phenomenal.
we can put out the shittiest video with no, I could feel like hell like I have been and not want to edit shit like I would, and you'll still get the 500 views out of it because you got that base of fans that believe in you and love you. They'll always watch everything that you put out. And then you get something like the 68 Dart, which is very favorable because 1968, biggest year of the Mopar, and you put that out, and in 3 days you got 5,500 views.
And it's
like,
kind of a will it run kind of thing, and those things are hot.
It's kind of like that because it's a mystery to us, you know.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm on your live, but I got the driver's side head off. It's 30 over with aftermarket pistons. It's a factory 400 stroke motor. So it's a built 400 low compression motor. And it had 125 shot of nitrous plate on it. Now I want to run it and baseline it as a NA, no nitrous. See what this car is going to run with the motor that I got it with for a year. And that entire time while this car is running, I want to be building a 440 on the side to dump in it next winter. Now I'm taking the nitrous off, and just Mopar Joe and Ricky's not in here to see this. I'm taking all of it off in front of everybody, right? And saying that I want to do all this. But for no name nationals, I'm going to fucking stab it all back on, and you can't trust me.
Stab it all back on the D50.
Well, if the D50 gets built, we're going to put it on it. Because we found out it's 125 horsepower kit.
Yeah, if we get the Death Pumpkin out of Jeremy's garage, I can wheel it in there. That's why I call Blake's car the Death Pumpkin. He don't like it. Murder Death Pumpkin.
I like Orange Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
Or OJ Samson.
Pumpkin. OJ Samson?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that one.
OJ Samson or Pulp Fiction.
What would the graphic look like for OJ Samson?
An orange running.
With big muscles or what? I don't know. Samson? What?
Intercepting the ball.
I don't know. Death Pumpkin. What the hell? Death Pumpkin, 600. What?
Ari says,
600?
Squeeze the juice. I'm with Ari.
About Orange Crusher.
OJ Samson.
Orange Crusher.
That's what I like.
Yeah, Blake likes Orange Crusher. We were going to call it Tang. We were going to call it Tang, because, that's orange juice. Then Jeremy wanted to call it Prune Tang. The prune version of Tang. Prune Tang. Wang Dang. Sweet Prune Tang.
You could call it Poontang. You could call it Poontang.
Right.
Well, OJ made the bills big. It is a Mopar. It's going to make the bills big.
Oh,
Right.
Red Fox 6.
And if it
Nobody
don't
knew at
fit,
the
you
beginning of
gotta
the movie
quit.
that Red Fox 6 was going to be the one that blew up the Death Star. Did they?
What? Red Fox 6. He blew up the Death Star?
Yeah.
Is that what that's what Luke was flying?
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever. Is that what you want to call it? Red Fox 6?
Well,
Red
in
Fox.
the beginning of the movie, nobody noticed Red Fox 6. They walked all past it. And there's one guy in it and said, "This is Red Fox 6." And then later in the movie, when Luke's flying the fucking X-Wing, he goes, "This is Red Fox 6."
I didn't know that.
Red Fox 6. Call it Orange Fox 6. Whatever.
Orange fuck sticks.
Hey, I had a Death Star theme for it. What was that the other day? The what?
How about the orange juice
Yep.
crush?
No, Jay didn't have anything different. It was still the great pumpkin face shooting lasers out of it at a green dart that blows
Oh,
up.
that was it. That was it. Yeah, Death Pumpkin. Okay, so Death Pumpkin is a spin-off of the Death Star.
Oh no!
So what if he have
Jay,
6 lasers?
Did you have to explain that to us?
Kind of thought I did. Yeah.
Red Flux?
Yeah. Rich 220 is not impressed right now.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. He's not impressed. Get it together, Jay. I thought that Pumpkin spiel was going to be greater than this.
I like O.J. Simpson. I like that one.
O.J. Simpson or Pulp Fiction? I really like. I like Pulp.
I like the O.J.
Fiction. Pulp, Orange Pulp Fiction. O.J. Simpson coming to get you.
Orange pulp fascination.
Orange Pulp Fascination. He has had 3 laser throat.
Laser throat ablation procedures? What? What's going on here? This sounds serious.
Ed's trying to sound smarter than all of us. I believe that. Stop it, Ed.
He's smarter than me. I'll admit that.
Ed, you quit that shit with all your big words, and you just say, "Hey, this is Ed. How are you doing?" I started in June 86 and retired January 21st, 21.
Congratulations, everybody.
My brother, the firefighter.
Oh.
Hopefully that's not me. I resigned.
Oh.
Hey, Jay, did you know that I resigned from the fire department?
Yeah, I did.
Did you know that 8 people have joined since I resigned?
I'll see. Doesn't that tell you something?
Yeah, I was an asshole.
I don't think that was it. I think it's a spectrum issue again that we were talking about earlier.
The asshole chief? Or what?
What?
What? Tom Sauer is who you're talking about.
I don't. What?
The asshole chief.
I didn't say that.
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
So did BareRose. Hey, BareRose, you know that asshole? The asshole chief? You
What's
say,
that?
yeah, Blake, the asshole chief. And then Rich goes, you know that asshole chief. And Jay's like, yeah, Tom Sauer, that asshole chief.
Blake,
Yeah.
it's not the asshole chief, it's the whole ass chief.
So after 8 years of being on the fire department, I finally resigned. This will be my resign party right here, because nobody really gives a fuck.
Mhm.
I always wanted to name a car Tomato, because everybody else is just ketchup.
Mm.
Tomato, you in the back, because damn it, I had something going there.
Mm-hmm.
Potato tomato or tomato potato.
There
I
you go.
tomato you my car until you tomatoed me.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it only works one way.
Seriously, Jamie had your keys and had both the cars' panic alarms.
Both the cars' panic alarms were going off, even though they weren't.
Yeah, Ed says thank you for your service. Thank you, Blake.
Don't worry about it, man. You don't have to say that. I only got $100 off my tax credit every year for watching my friends die in fires.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a bunch of good friends of firefighters too.
Yeah, you're looking at one. I used to be one for many years. PA.
It's not that
Well,
great,
thank you.
is it,
Thank you for
Rich?
your service, Rich.
Thank you.
No problem. You're welcome.
Rich, go fuck yourself.
Hey, I would, but you want to know what, Blake? I'm not double jointed like you.
The really cool thing that I liked about being on the fire department was practice when you get blindfolded and have to
That's
go
cool.
do search and rescue.
Smokehouse, apparatus, ladders, hoses.
Yep. And then me and my buddy Jacob, we'd call ourselves Team Jacob. We set every record in that firehouse of how to get search and rescue, blind as fuck, and always succeed and beat every single record that firehouse has ever had. Is me and Jacob Ferguson. And we're the best fucking team of people that you can want in that fire department. And Jacob doesn't hardly show up, and I don't hardly show up anymore. And the chief said, I'm going to send you a letter if you don't show up, and you'll be off the fire department.
Like, stop.
Yeah. Good idea.
I told the fire department that I fucking quit, and I still haven't gotten a letter.
Hey, tell Annie. Hey, Blake, tell Annie it's just pineapple. It just covers everything. Okay, she doesn't have to.
Annie's like Tom and really wishes that I was still a member of the fire department.
Well, everybody, it's about 10 o'clock. I'm about to turn into a pumpkin myself here.
You about a deaf pumpkin. Or what? No. Okay.
No, Jay, don't
All right.
make me have to take him out. There can only be one
guys.
pumpkin.
I sure appreciate you coming out. Jay, thanks for the advice and that's lineup you got there. I know that's going to help a bunch of people out there. Thanks for
Everybody in the
there now.
chat tonight, thank you for coming out here and enjoying and participating with BareRose's Live. We appreciate it
so much.
If you want to go out and give Rich 220 Automotive Resurrections a subscribe, go ahead and do that tonight. Don't worry about Bad Tree Productions. We don't need any extra assholes coming around telling us what we need to do and not need to do. But give BareRose a good Rose in the comments tonight and tell him good night. Have a great weekend. We love you.
All right.
just
Nice hanging
get
out
up
with you
there and
guys.
get some metal hot.
Good night, guys.
Always keep that metal hot and always be striving.
Pineapple. Damn it.
Shut up, Jay.
Hey, we'll see you guys. Good talking with you guys.
Jay or Blake, thanks for the Spark Plug Fund. And everybody, I'm going to go through you guys that sent super chats, and I'll throw you a shout out in the next video. And thanks again for coming out, guys. And we'll do this again next Saturday. Whoa.
Well, hey,
Yep.
Christmas.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, BareRose.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Here's $5.
Good to see
Another $5. That's $1, Blake.
Oh, shit, it was.
Break out the singles.
Hold on a second. There you go.
Gotta give
BareRose chat.
There's 100.
All right.
It went behind my computer, so it must have went to you.
Thanks a million, guys. And we'll see y'all next week.
Have a good evening.
Metal hot, people.
And keep that metal hot. Great seeing you.